is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2019, and this is episode number 464 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining us tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize. Kelly Harris.
Just squeeze some lemons in your eyes.
And Jose is running through the airport like he's Tom Hanks and we're Meg Ryan, just hoping to get here in time to add that special brand of flavor to the show. He'll be here in a minute. He's stranded by air travel woes, like fucking a lot of people
Tom
are.
Hanks in the movie where the guy lives at the airport?
Yeah, Terminal. Yeah, what movie are you referencing, Lee?
Like a fucking You Got Mail. It's an airport You Got Mail, right?
Yeah. I have actually never seen You Got Mail.
I know.
I was saying, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan did like 7 movies together. I'm sure he ran through an airport in one of them.
I was like, man, if we get the wrong Tom Hanks, though, Jose's fucked.
Yeah, he didn't make it though. That guy was stuck there for a minute. But yeah.
Hope we don't get Sully Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
Just crashing in the Hudson.
Goddamn hero. Oh, man. So, yeah, this last week, life got in the way. Kelly had an emergency comic book situation.
Yeah, fucking, just don't pay attention to a business's posted hours.
Yeah, Lee, your tweet from the Popcast account that was like, sorry, everybody, life got in the way. I got a couple personal messages. It was like, hey, guys, is everything okay?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, man, Kelly got comic emergency and Leah's got to lay some pipe.
That's essentially how it shook out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
And then Jose was like, I'm ready to fucking go. Fuck you guys.
Just the goose wearing the hoodie.
Yeah, the missus had been in Vegas for the better part of a week, and she'd gotten home like 5 a.m. that day. Yeah, pipe needed to be laid. It's fine. Yeah, it's good. I regret nothing. It was a good choice. Solid move. But yeah, so I was home with the kids for a while. Many grand adventures were had. Not the least of which, I don't remember how it came up. But we were talking about the new Pet Sematary movie. And how, I don't know, I think it was pretty good. And I kind of told Zoe what it was about. And I'm like, hey, and like they already did one of these like back in the 80s. There's like an old one. She's like, can I see the trailer? I'm like, fucking sure. And so, cut to 3 hours later, we watched the, old school Pet Sematary on Amazon.
Nice.
And you know what? Like it holds up. Like you forget that shit doesn't really pop off until like the last 20 minutes of that movie. But it's pretty good. It's got a good ambience to it. I've not seen the new one yet, but
fucking Pet Sematary 2 is my jam.
Fucking starring T2's Edward Furlong.
Yep. And ER's Anthony Edwards.
That's right. He's the dad in that. That's right.
Yeah, and Clancy Brown.
Oh, that one I don't remember. I don't remember that. I haven't seen that movie in a very, very long time.
Clancy Brown is the main bad guy.
No shit.
Yeah.
Knize just won the Leonard Maltin game for Pet Sematary 2.
So maybe that one will be next. I don't know. Also on Amazon, while everybody else was watching Game of Thrones, we all watched Unbreakable. Like, I don't know why we're looking for something to watch. So I'm like, hey, not for nothing, but if we watch Unbreakable, because Nicole and Zoe had never seen it, and like we can watch, Split
and then Glass.
Glass. We would fucking make a make a three-peat of it over the next few weeks.
That's what me and Mary did right before Glass came out.
Yeah. It's a little slow, but like I do like it. Like it holds up. I don't think I've seen it since it first came out.
Shyamalan is notoriously slow as far as movies go.
Like, and just the climax is so like subdued, even after all the buildup. It's like kind of just one shot. Basically, I mean, it's all over super shit, But I don't know. I do like it. It holds up. I'm really excited to see. I haven't seen Split yet, so I'm really excited to see that one because everyone says that was great.
Split is really good. Did you see Glass?
No.
Huh.
No. See, I haven't seen Split or Glass, so we're all in new territory from this point. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest watching Split before Glass because the Beast is a huge part of that movie.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah,
like they released the honest trailer for Glass today, and they made a good point to where Bruce Willis just shows up as he does. Fucking Sam Jackson is useless for half the movie, and poor James McAvoy has to carry the entire film pretty much.
Really?
But he does. That guy's amazing.
So good though, man. Yeah. That guy's great.
Except for when he's like, I can't feel my legs.
Except for that, we all had our can't feel my legs moments.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we also went to see Shazam when that came out. I dropped Jax off at my folks' house because we were all going to go together. And then I read our buddy Rick Marshall wrote a review and was like, hey, not for nothing, but this movie could very well scare the shit out of your little kids.
Not for kids, yeah.
Which is weird because all the marketing is like, this is a movie for kids.
Right. Fortnite dance. Let's go buy some beer.
Yeah. And it's really not. Like that movie it should just be called Tonal Whiplash, the movie. Because like all that fun shit in the trailer is in there. And it's really fun. And like all the bits where he Shazam are pretty great. Like, it's really cute and all the stuff with him and his little buddy. It's great. All that stuff is awesome and kind of everything you want it to be. But then, Mark Strong's running around with these 7 deadly sin monsters who bust up in the boardroom where Mark Strong's dad works, played by John fucking Glover, by the way. So, we've got 2 bald evil DC guys John Glover has sired in the
true
DC universe. And so this fucking monster thing just literally just picks up a dude and bites his head off and throws his corpse out the window. And I'm like, huh. Is this the same movie that I was watching 2 minutes ago?
Well, it is still in the DC cinematic universe, so
yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, it's shit like that, and then just all the stuff at the beginning with honestly, the first act is a tough sit. All the stuff with the wizard and it's super fucking cheeseball. And his crazy wig is not the least of the problems. Young Mark Strong shows up and he's like, oh, fucking whatever you do, don't listen to those guys. They're evil. I want to make you a wizard. And then the statues of the sin monsters, their eyes glow red. And they just glow red. And this booming voice comes from over the sky. And I'm like, oh, this is the cheesiest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is a movie in 2019. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people compare it to the corniness of the Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, there's some of that. Some real big cheeseball shit. But the stuff that's good is good, and the stuff that's bad is bad, and there's a lot of stuff kind of in the middle. And when all the kids eventually Shazam out because fucking of course they do, that's a lot of fun. All that shit's really cool. The big aspects of it, because it looks like superhero big from the trailer. The big parts of it are pretty great, but everything else is not. It's just run of the mill DC shit, and they don't fight a garbage ring in the sky, so that's good. It's fine. It's just I was talking to my stepdad about it, and I'm like, it's just so fucking crazy that DC and Warner Brothers really can't just really fucking nail
it. Even Aquaman, which nailed it at the box office, didn't quite nail it as far as the movie goes.
Yeah, it's all right, but it doesn't nail it. And before that, Wonder Woman was the best one, and it's really good until she fights a fucking garbage ring in the sky in the third act. Is that they just can't stick the landing all the way through on any of these fucking things. It's crazy. It's so fucking nuts. And meanwhile, even like the most mediocre Marvel movie is like, yeah, that's still really good. Fucking weird. But yeah, fucking what else?
I talked Mary into I'm curating our own Avengers marathon before Endgame comes out.
Nice.
So I got 7 movies. The original Avengers, obviously.
Sure.
Then Guardians of the Galaxy. Then Age of Ultron, Civil War, Ragnarok, because you got the Thor Hulk side quest, and then it ends with Thanos' ship showing up. Ant-Man and Wasp, because they get dusted at the end, and then Infinity War.
Yeah, that's a good greatest hits.
Yep.
Honestly, I think you could cut Age of Ultron.
Well, I put Age of Ultron in there because it's an Avengers movie, and also Thanos shows up at the end.
Yeah, and that's where you get your Vision and Scarlet Witch. Like, there's a lot of stuff happens in Age of Ultron.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't like that movie.
That really is a big one.
Like, if I had to rank the Marvel movies, I think Age of Ultron would probably be last for me.
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting.
I
enjoy
did not
it.
like that movie.
It's got some clunky bits, but it's pretty good. Oh shit! Before speaking of fucking super movies, I went to see Hellboy. Me and like 9 other people went to see Hellboy this weekend.
Juggalo John in the chat was just asking about that.
Yeah, Zoe took Zoe to see that one, and dude, that movie's fucking fun. Like, I had more fun at that than I did Shazam. Like,
wow. But you're a really big Hellboy fan.
Though?
I think it is. I think it is really good. It's a big, dumb, fun romp of a movie that like knows what it is. It's a little tongue in cheek. Doesn't take itself super seriously. There's one kind of clunky part near the middle where this fucking the Mila Jovovich witch lady's coming back, and they're like, well, we gotta kill this bitch. And he's like, Hellboy's like, well, we always just go kill monsters. Like, you'd think maybe once in a while we'd be like, hey, maybe we could like talk to a monster and like
stop it.
Having like, maybe we shouldn't kill every fucking monster we see. This is kind of bullshit. Kind of storms out, whatever, And then like, they kind of come face to face with the witch lady, and he immediately tries to kill the shit out of her because she's like, evil incarnate. So it's like, okay, what's the point? That seems kind of useless. Didn't make a whole lot of sense. And like, not even as like connective tissue. It was kind of dumb. But beyond that, it was pretty great. Like, it gets metal as fuck towards the end. There's all these heavy metal launchers. Like the whole last 10 minutes could be painted on a van. Like, it's fucking tons of fun.
I feel like your review of Hellboy is the exact same review you gave for Venom.
Hellboy is a much better movie.
Whoa! Than Venom?
Really?
Yeah, like I enjoyed Venom kind of because it's a piece of shit. Like, that's a piece of shit movie for sure. But like, it's a fun piece of shit movie. Like, I legit don't understand all the hate that they're throwing on Hellboy. It's weird. I don't get it because
I was gonna say, you're like legit the lone person I've heard say anything good about it.
I don't understand.
Well, I know that it has come out that there was a lot of behind the scenes issues with the studio and the producers and the director and David Harbour. That kind of,
that may all be true.
Yeah.
Like I thought, I'll admit I haven't read a whole lot of that stuff, but like just going in kind of blind to all that and watching the movie, like it's kind of fucking fine. Like, it's
like
fun.
Every review I've read / watched, the story just sounds like an absolute mess.
I mean, I don't think so. Like, it's kind of silly. It is kind of silly, but it works in the confines of like. I mean, I kind of feel like you can do almost anything in a Hellboy story. Like, there really aren't any rule that you can't fucking do.
Sure.
You know
Well, I mean, it is like they are Hellboy stories. Like, they're just throwing 5 different Hellboy volumes into one movie.
I don't know. I liked it. Like, he fucking fights some giants and fucking does the devil horn thing and like has a fantasy where he rides a dragon and kills a bunch of people. It's fucking. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Like, I don't understand. Like, aside from that kind of weird clunky shit in the middle that didn't really serve the movie at all. Like, I liked it.
How was David Harbour?
Pretty great. It was fun. He is bottom line. Ain't no Perlman. Like, these are not Del Toro Hellboy movies. They are better movies for sure. But I did like it. It was fun. I had a good time watching it, and again, I legit had more fun watching that than I did Shazam, just because like at least it knew what the fuck it was the entire way through.
How fucking wild is it that if you count Endgame, that's 3 comic book superhero movies that have come out in April of 2019.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Usually you would get that a year.
I was just thinking about there's just so much stuff. Like if you would have told me as a teenage kid, fucking reading comic books and whatever, it's like, hey, there's gonna be a Cloak and Dagger TV show at some point, and you're not gonna watch it just because there's too much other shit that you're already watching about this bullshit. I'd be like, no, that's not possible.
I feel like if you would have told me that, I would have said, well, yeah, it's Cloak and Dagger. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, but Lee does. Lee gives a shit about Cloak and Dagger.
I do. Like I fucking love Cloak and Dagger. Like it's not granted. I've only seen I have not seen enough of that show to say that the reason I'm watching it speaks to the quality. It doesn't. That show could be the best fucking show on TV. I don't know. There's just too much shit to watch. It's impossible to keep track.
On one hand, I would say that it's not for you. It's not marketed for you because it's kind of a teen angst show. But then again,
it is a little bit of that, yeah.
But then again, you watch the fuck out of Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Well, that's because Riverdale's the best show on TV.
Yeah,
let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to 1996, and we find Lee, and we say, Lee, in the future, you're not gonna watch a Cloak and Dagger show, but you're gonna watch a show about Archie and the gang.
Then I would spit in your face and steal your wallet, but I'd be wrong.
Sorry, Lee. In the future, we don't use wallets.
Dun dun dun. Riverdale comes back, I think this week, Kelly. I'm very excited about it.
Nice. I think I might be behind. Actually,
can't see what happens with evil D&D. Hey, BZ Dubs. In case anybody out there is wondering, Gina Gershon can still get it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Gina Gershon can get it hard.
She had a pretty...
Who is that?
Jughead's mom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She had a pretty severe face when Showgirls came out.
I don't know. Still get it. Fucking Showgirls are the best. The best. What else? So Hellboy finished Kingdom Hearts 3. Got some real mixed emotions about that. Some of that later. And I got a real shitty haircut this weekend, you guys.
Nice.
Got a fucking real bad haircut. Went in there with Jax because we were getting at the same time. And lady's like, okay, cool. So your little note sheet here thing says you get like a 2-guard on the sides and the back, and you do finger length on the top. I'm like, yes, that is correct. That's what I fucking do. And she says, hey, just so you know, like, if we use a 6-guard on the clippers, it's basically the same as finger length. We'll get you out of here quicker.
No.
And I'm like, yeah? She's like, yeah, it's the same thing. No. I'm like, I mean, fire that bitch up then.
She just wanted to get done with you.
She hit the sides and the back, and she ran that first fucking string across the top of my head.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, no, this is
real short.
Either you have fucking baby fingers or you lied to my goddamn face. But either way, I guess we're committed now. And so it came out. I looked like a fucking adult Pugsley Adams. Like it is. It accentuates the roundness of my head in a way that is very uncomfortable. Like I keep finding myself looking. Oh shit! Who's that obvious racist? Oh no, that's just me in a mirror. Like looking straight like a white supremacist. Or like
every time I look in the mirror, my reflection calls me the N-word.
It's terrible. Like a straight prison lesbian. This haircut. Like it's not good. Like it's real bad. And Nicole had a real good time mocking the shit out of into my face for like 2.5 days.
Oh my god.
And then I go to work and everyone's like, hey, nice haircut. And they mean it. They're all super fucking sincere. And I'm like, it's the worst, but thanks. It's fucking terrible. But I appreciate your kindness.
Just working with a bunch of normies that love your white supremacist haircut.
It's so bad, you guys. It's fucking terrible. Jack said I look like Green Arrow, which I thought was really kind of him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh. That was the only kind word anyone in my house had to say about it. You look like Arrow.
On that tokenly, what does Jack say?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
we
baby Jesus.
we went to we picked up some chicken nuggets the other day. Got him a kids meal at Burger King, and I guess they have a Detective Pikachu promotion. And so he got this little Mewtwo figure, like throws a clear energy ball thing around or whatever. And he's playing with it. Everything's fine. The fact that he has this toy is unremarkable in every way, until he starts playing with it, and I realize that every time he talks about Mewtwo, he calls him YouTube. And will not accept any notes on the subject. I'm like, hey, like, it's like a copy of Mew. Like, Mew. Like, yeah, okay. It's a copy of Mew, so he's Mewtwo. He goes, right, YouTube. I'm like, no, Mewtwo. No, Mewtwo.
Fantastic.
Like, whatever. He's YouTube, and you're the baby Jesus. Sure. Whatever you say, man.
Well, let's see. Can we talk to him about getting our monetization back? I am YouTube.
Does he write me cartoon checks? Ridiculous.
My wife, my lovely wife, cuts my hair for me and has since we've gotten together.
No shit.
Yes. Well, because
fine work.
For all those years, I just had the kind of faux hawk thing going, the buzzed on the sides and kind of, a pompadour on top.
Yep.
And recently I've tried to get rid of the faux hawk shit and, kind of grow it out on top a little bit more. So we've been doing somewhat of a fade on the sides. And last time she gave me a haircut was before Toy Fair. So, man, I've been looking rough. And finally this weekend we sat down and she cut my hair, and she was getting very self-conscious about the job that she was doing. But I just want to throw it out there that she always does a great job, and I look super handsome, and I would take a bad haircut from my wife any day over a good haircut from a barber, because then I actually have to go to a barber, pay for it, fucking sit there and talk to them and do that whole deal, and most of the time it's gonna be a bad haircut anyhow. So
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
You were looking fresh at Toy Fair.
Oh, thank you.
Super fresh.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I have only had one person ever cut my hair. My hair guy John.
Nice.
Real good at it. I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do when he retires.
Just let it grow, man.
It's either just all gonna be there, or I'm just gonna chop it all off and be like, fuck it, I don't have this anymore, because the man who used to cut it is gone.
I saw this old white hippie dude at CVS the other day with a ponytail down to like the tip of his ass, like with 10 like hair tie thing down the length of it.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So
He's
that
like a
means
straight up
it's
rock and roll Rapunzel.
That means it's even longer than his ass.
Yeah.
It was kind of fucking nuts.
That dude was a nom.
Yeah, me and Mary went to this John Williams in concert thing this weekend, and there was a ginger dude with hair past his ass, like perfectly straight, real weird.
That just seems like so much fucking
He was
work.
hanging out with his mom, who had similar length hair, but the front was very like sister wife style. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, I know exactly what you're
That
talking
dude
about. That's a
sounds
very
like the kind of
particular
guy
look.
you'd see standing outside of a school parking lot with a bowl of Butterfingers and a stick of butter and a sign that says "Butterfingers for Butterfingers."
Wow, that's a long way to get there.
I was like, just wait for it. Just wait for it.
It was super specific.
What's up,
Hey,
Jose?
guys.
What's up?
Jose's here.
You guys start talking about hair and I show up.
He's our hair genie.
Ugh.
What else got going on, Knize?
Oh shit, me? Fuck.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Well, I figured I would let Kelly talk about wrestling stuff, and I would just kind of put my 2 cents in.
I mean, we can all talk
Every
about
so
wrestling
often.
stuff.
Okay,
There's
okay,
so
well-
much to go. You know what? Get Mahoney on the line.
Get Big Rig Brody Lee.
While everybody else was watching WrestleMania, I was watching Letterkenny with Goat, and we had a great time.
Oh, me and Mary are almost. I think we just finished season 3, so we're moving on to season 4, and she's loving it.
Did you spend all 7.5 hours watching Letterkenny?
No, we only watched like 3 episodes.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god.
Man, there's some the episodes we watched, man, had some really great Shorzy stuff in it, dude. Like,
give your balls a tug, tit fucker.
I think like Shorzy has some of the best like "fucked your mom" jokes I've ever heard. Like, they're fucking outstanding.
Hey Jonesy, tell your mom to top off that cell phone she got me.
He's like, your lives are so fucking sad. I had to organize a 10K run to raise awareness about it.
It took me a while to get what the bit was with Shorzy, so I had to tell Mary right up front. I was like, "Hey, that's Jared Kiso. That's Wayne. Is Shorzy, and that's why they never show his face."
Yeah, it's fucking great. Oh, speaking of fucking Letterkenny, got tickets to see Letterkenny live in Chicago. I'm fucking thrilled about it.
Awesome.
It's gonna be great. Saw that Friday. They were talking about a pre-sale. I'm like, oh shit. Like, Goat no. Goat's like, I'm fucking in. Told Nicole, like, I'm sorry this is happening. Okay, we're going to Chicago to see Letterkenny. She's like, that's stupid. I don't get it. I'm like, he went to Vegas. She's like, okay. And so, fucking Monday morning comes. All right, let's go. Oh shit. The fucking pre-sale's live and they're gone. I'm like, fuck. Well, the dream died.
Figure it out, Lee.
Fucking figure it out. And then a couple hours later, fucking my boy Knize Super Nasty was like, pitter patter, second show. I'm like, oh shit.
Like it had just gone on sale too when I saw that.
I bought
tweet.
those tickets at 12:07. I think by 12:30 they were sold the fuck out.
I had 2 in my cart just in case.
Because you're a beautiful, beautiful man.
I didn't even know.
So when you say Letterkenny live, is that like a live stage episode, or is it like them sitting around at a table talking about stuff?
Well, there's stand-ups that Kate Trevor Wilson, who plays Squirrely Dan, does stand-up. The cat that plays the coach does stand-up. And the rest of Hicks are there too. And I think they do like some sketches. They show videos. Like, it's apparently quite a good show. They've been touring it in Canada for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
If it was
Okay.
coming any closer to me, I probably would have been all over it. But I think it was Chicago, New York, and
Minneapolis,
Yeah.
I think. So it's gonna be a trek, man. This is something we're leaving Saturday, coming back Monday. But I don't know. Seems like a fucking good dude weekend trip activity. So I'm fucking into it.
Some fucking dude smooch.
Dude Smooch Weekend.
Dude, smooching real hard. We're gonna stop on the way back. We're gonna stop at the Kokomo Toy Store in Indiana. Fucking nerd out for a little bit.
Nice.
Good time.
You going to Kokomo?
Going to Kokomo Toys.
That's where we want to go.
That is, in fact, where we want to go. We're detouring. That's how hard we want to go there. Not Aruba, not Jamaica. But I do want to take it to Kokomo.
Ooh, I want to take it.
Ooh. Ooh.
So yeah, we got a whole shitload of wrestling pay-per-views on the Fight app, which, can I say, the Fight app is fucking trash. Like, I thought the WWE Network was trash. Fight is real bad.
Yeah,
I've one thing on Fight, and it wasn't great.
I pretty much just used the desktop version.
Yeah, that's probably much easier as far as like skipping through, because like you can't really do that on your phone, like casting it to the Chromecast.
No.
So we had some trouble with that. But
I think that's the Chromecast limitation more than the app, though. The Chromecast takes that shit for anything.
The app is pretty shitty.
Okay.
I don't have troubles with Chromecast almost 100% of the time.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. We still have a bunch of wrestling we haven't watched. We only got like halfway through Pancakes and Pile Drivers. Probably about that Penis Party show was like 4 hours long.
It's long
and
as
we've
shit.
only gotten
there's a lot of it that I didn't watch.
We've only gotten halfway through it, and like the half that we watched lost both of our interests. But
Did you get to the Penis Party deathmatch?
yes. I
That
watched.
was fucking gnarly.
I watched that. Mary did not.
Those dudes are not deathmatch guys.
No.
Like,
It was-
they are not at all. I give them a ton of credit. Like, I went 4 stars on that. I love that match.
Kelly.
It was super weird being that far removed from it this year after being so in the thick of it
Yeah.
for a couple of years. I didn't watch a single fucking thing.
I just realized, Knize, you haven't seen the DDT Iron Man
Well,
belt.
I've
have you?
seen that moment. I've seen
there's
that
a billion
clip.
moments in that
Yeah.
match,
Well,
so I don't even know which one you're referring
The
to.
moment is where there's the two asses bumping into each other in the corner, and then somebody sticks their head in between the two asses.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. There's a bit like that is the perfect encapsulation of DDT comedy. Like it's just that match is just okay. This is what you get with this company.
Yeah,
It's insane. Like that was fantastic.
We watched so much wrestling that weekend, and we didn't even get halfway through what we ordered. Still have to watch the women's match and the main event from TakeOver. Fuck. I think there might be another one that we got that we haven't seen. We watched the Orange Cassidy one, which was fun for like a midday.
Yeah, that was fun.
Midday break. Bloodsport was way better this year than last year.
Bloodsport ruled.
Like,
that's good.
there were some big boys hammering on each other on that show. Like, legit, what Kelly called it, a real meat slapper.
Yeah, a real beef slapper.
That's-
The Andy Williams. And,
Andy fucking Williams. If you guys
and
remember,
Chris Dickinson.
if you guys remember from that first spring break, Andy Williams is the lead singer of Every Time I Die.
Oh yeah, I remember being impressed with him.
Yeah, it's
He's the
singer or
one.
guitarist. I can't remember.
He tag teamed with
With
Penelope
Penelope,
Ford.
right?
Yeah.
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 And like he just looked like a regular, metal guy back then. But he has shaved his head. He's got a fucking crazy handlebar mustache. He looks like a Street Fighter character at this point. He's
That's
kind of
cool.
got that like gut, but it's muscle, like a
Yeah.
muscle gut. And he is just a huge boy.
Yeah, like he's a dude I would sign instantly
Yes.
if I was a company
Yeah.
that could sign people.
What's his tag team called?
He's teamed with Pepper Parks.
And it's
they are the Butcher and the Blade.
The Butcher and the Blade.
That's
I
fucking
love
dope.
it. Oh yeah. This guy.
And like he and Chris Dickinson were out there just throwing bombs like it was a shoot.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. Did not give a fuck.
And like that, the same with Davey Boy Smith and Killer Cross, just beating the shit out of each other too.
Oh yeah, and that wouldn't be the first time Davey Boy Smith shot on somebody that weekend.
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy shit. Let's talk about that for a moment. So,
Oh god.
the Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame, poor fucking stroke victim Bret Hart is up there accepting the Hall of Fame for the Hart Foundation with Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter, because Jim the Anvil Neidhart fucking died this year. And some dickhead in a Rasta hat with dreads on it runs out of the crowd, tackles Bret Hart and Natalya, apparently gets a few shots in, and then gets swarmed by huge meat-slapping wrestlers. And just gets fucking obliterated. That punch, that sucker punch Dash Wilder gave him as they were carrying him out, that just dropped him.
So good.
Oh, like, I hate that this happened to Bret Hart, but I also love that it happened because, man, that was some of the most entertaining shit all weekend, was watching every angle of that guy just getting beat down and seeing who came out of the crowd to help Bret and just kind of, okay, there's Davey Boy Jr. in his gold suit. Here's fucking Ronda Rousey's husband. The New Day was right there. And here comes Rockstar Spud ready to fucking murder
You see when
somebody.
he was
Ready to
kind of
kill him.
hanging halfway out the ring, and that some dude kept kneeing him in the head?
Who was it that was kneeing him in the head?
I
Was
think that was Davey Boy.
It might have been Davey Boy. There were a couple other fucking pipe-hitting motherfuckers that
Respect
got
though,
in there. Yeah.
because they fuck like they're like, no, you don't fuck with Bret the Hart.
Bret the Hart. I do worry that Dash might get fucking sued because they had already subdued the guy. They were carrying him out, and Dash did kind of get a cheap shot in there, even though the
Nah,
dude
that guy's
deserved
lucky he
it.
didn't get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, so just some fucking psycho whose Twitter looked like the Instagram of that guy me and Kelly watched shit in a bucket. He drove, and he's an MMA fighter too. Had like a record of 2-1. Drove from Nebraska to New Jersey, or to Brooklyn actually, and then you can see him in the replay. You could see him running down the stairs, and then they cut the whole fucking shit out of the replay.
Like, I want to know how he made it that far. Like, how did no one just see this dude in this Rasta hat and think, yeah, he's supposed to be here?
Well, also,
Because it's not like he was in the front row. Like,
Sure.
that's all wrestlers and shit.
but you figure if you're going down the stairs, you're kind of running a little bit as you're going down the stairs. That's not necessarily suspicious, but everybody's chill because it's the Hall of Fame. Nobody thinks. And it was that new setup too, which did it.
Yeah.
It seemed really open.
That new setup was shitty.
Yeah. They just didn't want to have to move things around since they had TakeOver the night before. And they didn't want to butt TakeOver up with the G1. So real quick, we were talking about Bloodsport. Jonathan Gresham, who, Kelly, I think you've mentioned before on the show. I saw him in a few matches, and he was kind of the standout for me as far as somebody that I was just seeing wrestle for the first time. Like, real unique, real interesting body type, and just...
He's so smooth.
He's very smooth and very different type of... He's all grappling, which is interesting, and it worked well for Bloodsport. But tiny little dude, but could fuck some shit up.
He was wrestling my boy Takeda, who, of course, was going to get busted open.
Oh, Takeda. So, let's talk about the Takeda versus Jimmy Lloyd death match from Spring Break.
Oh, that sounds like it was not. Oof.
So Masashi Takeda brought his Wrestler of the Year self over to the US and was like, hey, I'm going to fuck up Jimmy Lloyd. Let's do this.
Yeah, I literally thought I was going to see Jimmy Lloyd die. Because they bring out a board that had scissors attached to it. Open scissors pointing up away from the board, perpendicular to the board.
Remember last year when they were like, no DDTs?
Yeah. He fucking sets...
There's no rules in New Jersey.
Jimmy Lloyd's sitting in the corner. He sets up this board against Jimmy Lloyd and comes running and throws a knee into the board or whatever. And you see one of the scissors. Like, when I saw it, it looked like it went directly into his neck.
Sure did.
One of the shears of the scissors. And then they immediately pull it out, and Jimmy Lloyd grasps at his neck. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. He dead. He fucking dead. But, like, I guess it missed all the vital organs and arteries because it bled a little bit, but it did not come squirting out like I expected it to.
Yeah.
But God bless both of those guys. Takeda's...
You could see the life flash before Jimmy Lloyd.
Yes. Takeda's body is so fucked up.
It's
gross.
awesome.
He's got the deathmatch body with all the scars all over it. There's not a smooth inch on Takeda's body.
Oh, God.
It's disgusting.
And I will say, I loved that he was in Bloodsport because to the people who don't normally see him, it showed, oh, he's not just this dumb deathmatch guy. He can go.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great wrestler.
Other standouts, not to shit on WrestleMania at all. WrestleMania had some good shit. The Daniel Bryan Kofi match was fantastic and a great moment. But, got to give it up to Spring Break, both parts of Spring Break for being the best part of the weekend, in my opinion. The Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan match, which Kelly said it was basically just an improv class by Bryce the referee. It was
so good.
It was fucking stupid, but amazing. And no one else would have the balls to do something like that, besides goddamn Joey Janela. And then... As they want to do on these Joey Janela shows, they have someone come out, and this time it was Tony Deppen, and they challenge someone from the crowd. Last time, I remember it was Marco Stunt came out of the crowd to fight KTB at Lost in New York, and then that was Marco Stunt's star-making performance. This time, it was No Legs. Tony Deppen pulled a guy with no legs out of his wheelchair, dragged him to the ring, and then No Legs beat the fuck out of him. This guy on just stumps.
Yep. It was awesome.
It was fantastic. And he's...
You ever watch something like that and go, oh, God, I'm such a piece of shit?
No, because this guy's great. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a piece of shit because I'll never be what that guy is.
Okay.
I'm a real fucking scumbag.
No.
Like, his 450 is awesome.
It's amazing, man. Like, who would have thunk that in the year of our Lord 2019, I'd be watching a man with no legs
Wrestle a man that looks like Chris Ward.
Yeah. And then the greatest clusterfuck. It felt like it was 3 hours long. There was, I think at one point they said there were 70 people in it.
Oh
It
my
was
god!
something like that, yeah.
And the ending was great too. Like, gotta hand it to him for the storytelling. I did, however, hate that venue. Like,
it's not great.
That was a real bad choice for a venue because there wasn't even room for a guardrail. There was room for one person to walk between the ring and the front row.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So there was one section where I think they planted a bunch of GCW employees, and that's where they would do all their dives onto because they would know it was coming and they would fucking move everybody out of the way.
When they did the Invisible Man match, there was a bit in there when they do the balcony dive, and fucking one of the guys that catches them is Hideki Suzuki. And that dude bumped more for the Invisible Man than he does in normal Big Japan matches by a mile. Like, it was insane.
You gotta sell it.
Because, like, here's the thing. I don't like Hideki Suzuki. I think he sucks because he barely ever puts any effort in. But goddamn, was he ready to sell for the Invisible Man?
And what he was he in Bloodsport? He was kind of the tubby one.
He was the guy that fought Tim Thatcher.
Okay, yeah.
I hear Thatcher sucks.
Thatcher is actually kind of killing it lately.
Oh, Thatcher's so good.
Thatcher fought
Thatcher.
David Arquette at the penis party.
Oh, and he just stretched the shit out of him. It was awesome.
Thatcher is kind of filling the Walter role now.
Tim Thatcher has just the best man titties. Like, they just look like bowling balls on his chest when he, like, flexes.
Better than Jinder?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so much better than the Jipples.
And then, as far as my Mania weekend recap goes, I did a thread on this on Twitter, but they inducted DX into the Hall of Fame this year. And they didn't say them by name, but they mentioned AEW at least 3 times during their acceptance speech. And this was Triple H and Billy Gunn, essentially, alluding to AEW, saying that, you know, Billy Gunn can't get fired because he doesn't work for Vince currently, and then Triple H is like, well, fucking Vince will buy that pissant company and then fire all of you. And then I forget what some of the other digs were, but I'm just watching it and I'm thinking, man, how fucking petty is Hunter that he has to take time out of his Hall of Fame induction speech
That's real
to
shit.
talk shit about this new up-and-coming company. And it just shows that they're fucking shook.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's only
that's
getting
real
worse
lame.
by the day.
Oh, that place is burning to the ground. Like, they'll be fine, but people are trying to get off that ship ASAP. And after, like I said it in our little Mania group chat today, I was like, if I was an indie guy who was fielding offers from different companies right now, I don't care how much WWE is offering me as far as money goes. Though, to see the way they've treated some of those people and how they're just sitting on these guys in the prime of their careers, not doing anything with them, when you could be out making a name for yourself, making more money possibly, and wrestling less? No.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like, it's going to work out for some of these dudes. I feel like, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like Ricochet is safe. Because he's... Oh my God. I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't believe that they added a cartoon sound effect to the beginning of Ricochet's theme music. They just can't. They can't leave well enough alone. They can't just let it be.
The subtlety hammer.
Oh my God. But he's got a look.
And how could we forget the Viking experience?
No. Oh, I wish I could forget it.
I thought that was a joke.
Okay, what is the Viking experience? Because I'm seeing allusions to it, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
So, do you remember the War Raiders or War Machine as they were before? Were Hanson and Ray Rowe?
Are those big dumb fuckers wearing like the loincloths?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
No, they're great. They're fantastic.
Yeah, but they look like 80s wrestlers.
Well, so they were War Machine in Ring of Honor and on the Indies. They came
Yes.
to NXT and they changed it to the War Raiders because, Marvel has War Machine, and also there was that guy who beat the
shit out
piss
of his girlfriend?
Yeah, beat the piss out of his porn star girlfriend. So they changed it to War Raiders. And then they retained their tag team belts, the NXT tag team belts at TakeOver, and then they fucking show up on Raw last night in this superstar shakeup, and they're now known as the Viking Experience.
Ivar and Eric, the Viking Experience.
So, let me get this straight. So, you have to assume that a vast segment of your WWE audience is also your NXT audience.
I mean, maybe not, but okay, let's assume that.
I mean, I feel like it's a safe assumption to make,
But they pretend like it's not. They pretend like NXT doesn't exist sometimes.
I guess that's my point, is that you've got an established duo like this, and they're like, no. These are actually other guys.
It's so just bizarre because it completely misses the point of what their developmental brand is. Because, why are you building these guys' characters, having them work through these gimmicks, and then just changing it when they come to the main
Change it on the
roster?
fly. Just adding cartoon sound effects.
Yeah.
Like, stop
It
it.
doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Yeah, like Triple H, I have to assume that Triple H is still pretty hands-on when it comes to Raw and SmackDown, even though he's not the final word on things. But I couldn't imagine him just letting that shit happen, but I guess he can't do anything about it if it's Vince. Or maybe there's somebody in
I think
creative.
he just kind of has to pick and choose which
Yeah.
battles he fights.
Maybe there's someone in creative that just hates Hunter and just does it to spite him. It's all very toxic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everyone should get away. And they are.
Fucking true.
And then that's pretty much it as far as my Mania talk goes. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is this potato diet. So if
If you guys on that potato train,
if you guys have listened to the podcast recently, you'd know that Lee went on this crash potato diet where you eat nothing but plain potatoes, no butter, no salt. And what did you go? You went 4 or 5 days?
I went 6 days the first time.
Before you passed out, and you lost a shitload of weight.
I lost a lot of weight, and then I did actually kind of black out for a second.
So, I've been needing kind of a jump start. I've been feeling like a real fat piece of shit lately. So I was like, all right,
me too.
I'm gonna go for it. So I talked to my mentor Lee, got some tips. We went to Aldi. We bought 3 different types.
Senpai over here.
Yeah, we we got 3 different types of potatoes, and then yesterday I was on it. So woke up probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. Fucking threw a bunch of spuds in the Instant Pot. Put them in a bowl and just started fucking going to town. And it was like, all right. I noticed myself getting full very quickly.
Very quickly.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's good.
Them spuds.
Lunchtime came around, and I took some other potatoes and cut them up into French fries and then put them in the air fryer. And they turned out pretty good. Some inconsistencies with the cooking. So some of them were a little undercooked, some a little overcooked, but decent. And I wanted to try and mix things up so, I wasn't getting sick of things so quickly.
That's a genius move, by the way.
And then dinner came around, and I'm not hungry at all.
No.
But I know I should eat something. And also, I didn't have my coffee, so I've got a headache, and I'm not feeling great. And I'm eating these.
You don't have coffee.
Well, I can't drink black coffee. I gotta have Reese's peanut butter cup creamer in it. So
Some fucking some Splenda, man.
I figured my best option was to just get over the hump with the caffeine withdrawal, and then I'd be fine.
Get it? I totally respect that.
So I'm eating these potatoes at dinner, and it reminds me of when I had to eat my vegetables when I was a kid, where I put them in my mouth, I chew them up, and I tried to swallow, and
It's so fucking hard, man.
my fucking gag reflex started coming up. So I had to wash down these gulps of potatoes with water so I could get them down. And I don't even get through half the bowl. And I'm just I'm done. I don't want any more of this right now. I'm full. I'm good. I'm just going to try and get through the rest of the night, try and sleep through this, and then it'll be a new day tomorrow. And I just start getting cold sweats and chills.
Oh,
And
really?
then hot flashes, and my headache is fucking nuts. I start getting queasy. I'm in a bad way, and I'm not feeling good. So I feel like it's time to just call it a day, go to bed, and I'm trying to sleep, but I don't feel good. My body is rebelling against me to the point where I had to get up and I had to blow potato chunks all in the toilet.
No.
Yes, my body,
French fry down.
my body said, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it, and you're gonna stop it right now. So I blew chunks, and I decided, you know what? That's probably a good sign that I need to stop. And I immediately ate some Oreos and some tortilla chips. And for dinner tonight, I ordered a giant fucking meat pizza from Papa John's. So
There you go.
the spud diet experiment was a failure. And I only have to look at you, Lee, with respect, because I don't know what it was. Maybe I got a bad potato in there. Maybe I just had some sort of weird bug, or maybe the chemistry of it just did not jive well with my body. But it was.
It's a weird thing to do, and I say it half in a joke, but half real. No one should do this. It's terrible.
Yeah, I will echo that.
Yeah, it's awful. I did it the first time and had really good success on it. Like I said, for damn near a week. I was trying to do a week, and then I blacked out and was like, I should probably have a hamburger because I lost consciousness. Yeah, but I lost damn near 20 pounds in those 6 days. It was kind of nuts. But I tried to do it again recently. I think I might have talked about it, and just trying to get through the second day was just physically, just emotionally so fucking hard. And that was a tough pill to swallow because I'd done it before, But I'm sitting there staring at this fucking bowl of potatoes for lunch the second day, and I'm like, I hate myself. I hate everything about this. When I reached down to grab it and pull it, it felt like it was getting heavier the closer it got to my mouth. I'm like, it's physically hard to lift this fucking spud up. It's terrible.
It blew my fucking mind because I love potatoes.
No, you don't. You fucking don't. You like
butter and salt and cheese and sour cream.
As everybody said, oh, that's great. I like potatoes. I'm like, you're full of shit. You don't. No one likes potatoes like this.
Oh my God. It was a little scary.
Yeah. I got some headaches. I felt kind of weak and shit day 3. I never threw up. I just blacked out a little bit, because the hard part about this is just getting enough of them in you to sustain you.
Yeah.
Because one potato is 60 calories and shit like that. And you can't eat more than 2 at a time. It's fucking impossible. So it's tough, man. Fucking good on you for trying though, dude. Because
no.
It's
do not compliment me whatsoever.
No, you gave it a shot, dude. It's a crazy fucking thing, and you gave it a damn shot. I think that's admirable. Oof. Yeah. Nope.
So yeah, I Googled it right before I started, and so many of the articles I pulled up were like, "Don't do this. Consult a physician." And then after I was feeling like I was dying, and then ended up vomiting, I was like, "Yeah, maybe that was a good idea. Maybe I should have consulted a physician before eating straight potatoes."
Oh, none of that. No,
for
I've been
18 hours.
I've been drinking a whole bunch of Huel shakes for a week.
Huel.
Yeah, and that thing came in. I ordered a whole bunch of that. Like, this is something I researched on my own. Thought it'd be worth a fucking shot to do. There are these meal replacement shake things, and I'm like, I'm gonna do just this, and try to see what happens there. And that's kind of been working out. But even when you get the the starter box, and it's got like all your Huel powders, and it's got a t-shirt and a fucking shaker and all the stuff, and like a little booklet. And the booklet's like, little FAQ section. And it's like, can I, will just Huel sustain me? And they're like, yeah, you can totally just have this. I'm like, but even the book is like, but you're going to want to, take it easy and start with like a meal. And then you kind of work your way up or whatever. But yeah, you can do it. But like, you want to be smart about it. I'm like, fuck that. What am I, a girl? 3 months, 3 in the first day. We're not fucking around. I'm treating this whole meat machine like an experiment, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, since last Wednesday, looking and checking my log, because of course I'm logging it because I have to know that's fucking worth it.
Sure.
I'm down 12.5 pounds in a week.
Nice.
Which is damn near. I'm damn near to like my kind of end of the first potato binge weight. So we're getting there. Sitting at a slim trim 261 right now, which
yeah, boy,
got a little way to go still, but we're working on it. But it's and again, I can do this. I can do this for a while. Nicole's like, "Hey, fuck nuts, you should probably eat something," and I'm like, "I'll see." So I eat like here or there, like, but I'm keeping to like 12 to like 1,500 calories max every day. So it's just an exercise, an extreme carb cutting, calorie cutting, and then the shakes themselves are like extremely well balanced, like nutrition wise. Like they're really, really well engineered. So
what do they taste like?
Chocolate.
There's a chocolate and there's a vanilla.
Nice.
It's very thick.
Yeah, it is.
Fibrous.
It's mostly oats.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very oaty.
Okay.
Like oats, pea protein, flaxseed, like sunflower oil powder, like shit like that. Like it's all natural. It's all vegan too, which is kind of wild.
Mary tried some of that pea milk.
Yeah, it's weird.
She says it tastes like. She says it straight up tastes like beans.
Yeah, so I'm into this like for a bit. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep in this for a couple of weeks and see how it works. I'm order some more, I think, because it's totally doable. Like it's it's a lot of the same shit, but it's enough stuff that it's keeping me going. Like and I fought tonight. I trained tonight. I did jiu-jitsu, and I feel good. Like it's definitely worth doing. I could not begin to imagine what would have happened if I'd even thought about doing jiu-jitsu. Fucking a weekend of potatoes. Like
you would be dead, and we'd be doing this show without you.
Yeah.
in memory of you.
In memoriam. As I was
how many episodes would you dedicate to me before you stopped doing it? I'm just curious.
That'd be tough because I really hate hosting this show without you. So, I mean, we would have to reconfigure things, I think.
Yeah. Well, before he sent off the belt, Jose would have put your picture on the other side.
Okay.
As I was leaning over the toilet, spewing potato.
All good stories start.
Spewing potato poison out of my body, I thought to myself, maybe I should just go for a walk every once in a while.
Yeah, so I have this document, all the crazy shit that I've done the past year or so, whatever. And I kind of, each one has its own little separate headings and kind of tracking performance. And one of the sections says, "Do it like a normal person, fuckface." Then I track that. But there are very few entries below that because I didn't like that. Got no patience for that nonsense. Well, fuck it. I'm proud of you for giving it a shot. Knize.
Don't.
I know that's a big deal. But if you're listening to this,
Don't.
don't do it.
Don't
like it's
fucking
not
do it.
good.
Yeah.
Like it's real bad. Like I mean,
You think you like potatoes? You fucking don't.
Don't. You
And you're
do
not. Your body is going to physically say, no more potatoes. Stop it. Your throat is going to close up. Like you're allergic to spuds.
Yeah, I think at most I was able to get down 6 in a day, which, if you're doing the math, is like 360 calories.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking dumb, you guys. Yeah, no, he sent a picture to our Popcast chat, like with this big bowl of potatoes, and I'm like, fucking good luck with that, homie. I'm sure you're gonna eat all those.
I have so many leftover potatoes.
Well, yeah. Okay, sure.
I didn't tell you guys any of my progress at all because I wanted to save it for the show.
I'm glad.
But I was going to send you a picture of the giant Papa John's pizza that I got for dinner tonight, but then I forgot to take a picture and already ate half of it. So I'm like, I'll just wait until the show and tell them.
Nice. What's going on, Kelly?
So yeah, WrestleMania weekend happened. I am caught up. Last night was the last shows I needed to watch. I am all caught up.
So did you watch everything?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, God, no. I picked and choose. But like, let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 shows that I have matches that I rated 4 stars or higher. I want to say there's like 2 shows that didn't have anything on it, so about 19 shows I watched.
Wow.
And now, of course, I have fallen behind on other things, so I'm 6 shows behind on Big Japan's Deathmatch tournament, so I need to catch up on that. But yeah, it was a really good weekend of shows. Obviously, we already talked about some stuff. Just go through some other highlights.
Seeing
from
the people who were there in town complain about the travel issues made us all realize that we made the right choice.
I've never been more comfortable about a decision in my life.
Even Tito was like, you guys made the right choice.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I really would like to see you guys, but fuck every bit of this.
Yeah, when the guy that lives there is telling you made the right choice, you made the right choice.
But tell you what, Tampa, baby. Tampa.
Yeah.
WrestleMania,
I'm
baby.
excited.
Woo!
Well, let's see. Starting with Thursday, some stuff we haven't talked about yet. The WrestleCon Super Show had Dragon Lee versus Barbaro Cavernario, and that was awesome. And you can actually watch it for free on their YouTube, and I highly recommend doing that. It's a good time. Because I think they put it up for free
YouTube?
because it was all fucked up on the live feed.
Mm.
So they're just like, hey guys, sorry about that. There's a kid in the front row who gets kicked right in the fucking face. It's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, that match is rad as hell with a bunch of cool lucha shit. Interspecies Wrestling's Boner Jams 4 Balls Out had the
What the fuck?
Fans Bring the Brightly Colored Toy Blocks death match as the main event, and that match ruled.
So yeah, real quick, what is that, Kelly?
Oh, that's the Fans Bring the Legos death match. But the Lego company found out they were doing that and sent them a cease and desist because they didn't want people to be confused and think that Lego was actually sanctioning the match.
Yeah.
Legos, you guys. You ever stepped on a Lego?
Sucks.
They need. Why can't we get Lego sanctioned matches?
Based on the one person we talked to at Lego at Toy Fair, they're deathly afraid of anything happening.
Yeah. They don't want to put their name on anything that might be questionable, so.
There's something with the word death in the title.
Right.
Yeah, and especially, I don't think Lego really wants to be associated with Matt Tremont or Nick Gage.
No. You're going to BK all fucking day.
Yeah. DDT's show was fucking awesome. They had a weapons rumble, which it's 2 guys, Shinshiro Takagi and Mao, and they each made a selection of weapons, and every minute a new weapon was brought to the ring.
Oh my god.
The first weapon was just a man dressed like Hulk Hogan. The commentator's perfect call on that was, that is a very problematic weapon.
Fucking racist.
There was that match also featured big plastic bins, because those sure are fun to throw people through because they just explode.
Oh, they crunch.
Makes a good noise.
Yeah. There was a bike. There was a toilet. There was little tiny plastic containers that were also full of Legos.
God.
Yeah, that was a really fun match. That one was just wow. And if I was really wondering how it was going to happen when Denshuko Dino came to the U.S., but it worked out. So instead of in Japan, when he just goes around like Bruiser Brody with his chain, but instead it's smooches, what happened in the U.S. is you have to stand up and raise your hand, and then he'll come over and kiss you. He only kisses boys. If you're a girl, sit down. You ain't getting none. But if you're
very
a man,
woke of him.
goddamn will he smooch the shit out of you. Oli, it's the farthest thing from woke.
Wrestling is for everybody.
It really is. But yeah, he
Who was this?
Denshuko Dino. So his ass is on the same power level as Joey Ryan's dick.
Yes.
And at one point had a test of strength with Joey Ryan's dick, but with his ass.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. No, Dino is something else. And boy, howdy, does he love kissing boys.
Who does?
In Japan, it doesn't matter if you want it or not in Japan. It's happening. So let's see what else was.
Having a hard time gooing this, Kelly.
Yeah. Is he Japanese? Is he Italian? Hey,
He
Denshuko Dino.
Hang on.
Gabagoo.
Gabago.
I will have the gabagool, please.
I believe it's Dieno. And Denshuko is. Hang on.
Come on,
Wait.
sound it out, Lee. Denshuko.
Dan Juko. Okay, I thought it was like a look at the G.
Give him the D.
Got it. I got it.
You found him? You
got
found him good.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he also usually has like 4 pairs of underpants on because he keeps pulling them off.
Right.
Fucking woods.
Yeah. Well, because you need to put your hand, you need to put someone's head into your pants and give them a pile driver.
And then once that's done, the pants are clearly ruined.
Right.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Okay.
According
God,
to Wikipedia, Dino primarily
this is real
competes
stupid.
in Dramatic Dream Team, where he plays an overly exaggerated homosexual character.
You don't say.
Let's see what else. The Stardom show was really good, but like the VOD on Fight, the first 40 minutes are just dudes trying to fix the bottom rope.
Oh my god. Yeah. The production quality left a lot to be desired on some of those fight shows.
Like, how do you not cut that for the VOD? I watched it like days later. Like, I watched it this weekend. How is that not cut out by now?
It's really weird how some of these indie wrestling companies give absolutely no fucking effort when it comes to their production quality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's a real problem.
Like the wrestling's there, but they don't even fucking try.
No.
But then again, so WWE doesn't try sometimes too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the Stardom show had a really good semi-main event between Momo Watanabe and Utami Hayashishita. There's
yeah, those chicks.
Pretty much the two, like the current ace of the company with Momo versus Utami, who is like they call her the big rookie. She's just a year into the business and she's already incredible. Like, if not for Ronda Rousey being, a name person,
Right.
Utami would have ran away with Rookie of the Year.
Best rookie year, yeah.
Yeah, like she actually came in second place in the Observer Awards, which is nuts. Yeah, Utami's going to be one to keep your eye on. She's like 20, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, no, she's awesome. And Momo is just as young, but just started earlier than her, and she's awesome too. And then the New Japan / Ring of Honor show was really good, except for most of the Ring of Honor parts.
Enzo and Cass XL.
God, that's so fucking dumb.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, at like within 15 minutes of the Bret Hart thing going down at the Hall of Fame, they did an angle at the Ring of Honor G1 thing where Enzo and Cass came out of the crowd and fucking attacked all the tag teams. And they didn't show it on TV at all. They just waited for cell phone video to get released and then retweeted that shit.
Well, and they specifically only attacked the Briscoes.
Right.
Because only some dudes backstage, the Briscoes and Bully Ray knew this was going to happen. No one else knew. Because I'm guessing they wanted to tell as few people as possible because they didn't want people to say, "What are you doing? This is stupid."
Why? Yeah, why would you bring these dudes in? It's not
From what I understand, New Japan is very unhappy with this. And especially the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa were very mad. If you watch their because New Japan, for like their shows, will have post-match interviews with the guys in the back.
Right, just like the NBA. It's cool.
Yeah. Tama Tonga and Tangaloa were shooting.
They chucked those fucking belts.
Yeah, Tama just picks up the belt off the table and throws it against the wall.
What do you call it? The Ring of Honor piece of shit tag team titles?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And like,
you really feel Tama Tonga?
He even said to talking to the Briscoes, he's like, "Man, you didn't have the energy to come break up the pin, but you had the energy to fight those two idiots." He's like, "I guess this is why you guys could never make it in New Japan."
Oh, man.
Damn.
It was awesome. So yeah, that was cool, I guess. Not really. It was only cool after the fact when the Gorillas of Destiny were shooting.
Yeah.
Kota Ibushi and Naito had an incredible match.
That sounds like that'd be an awesome match.
Yeah, no, because those two dudes just go out there to kill each other. Like they even say, in the promo video leading up to the match, they talk about how they just try and kill each other because it's fun. And they're like, "Man, it reminds me of when I was a kid." And like everyone talks about how, yeah, one of these dudes is gonna die eventually because they're just gonna throw someone on top of their head and they're not gonna get back up.
Jesus Christ!
Like these two dudes just, for whatever reason, they go out of their way to try and kill each other. And it's just because they enjoy it for whatever reason. So yeah, that was amazing. And then the main event was Okada beating Jay White for the New Japan title in an awesome moment. It was really cool getting to see Okada win in Madison Square Garden. And also, really, should say it's right off the bat, this show is in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome.
Which, considering that used to be WWE's home and they've kind of bailed on MSG for the Barclays Center, that was a pretty big production from those two companies at Madison
It really
Square
was.
Garden.
It looked great.
I assumed the reason WWE kind of bailed on MSG is because it's such an old building, they just can't support a big production anymore like that. Like it must be easier getting out of the Barclays. But the stage looked great. The whole thing looked good. That's a great venue, man.
It really is.
I'm bummed. I still have never seen anything at MSG, and Jose got to go do the X Japan concert for New York Super Week that one year, and that footage is just amazing.
Well, in September, AAA's running a show in MSG.
What?
Yeah.
The seal has been broken.
Yep.
That's outstanding.
Yep. So yeah, that's WrestleMania weekend. If you go on my Twitter page, I have my recommended matches doc. I added like 30 some plus matches from this past weekend, actually 2 weekends ago, to the doc. So if you need to figure out, like, okay, this is what I need to see, just check that.
Yeah.
And then, guys, I need to tell you about my Lyft driver from today.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's hear about this, Kelly.
Because
So
I'm into this
this
story.
dude.
Do you
was
lift
fucking-
to and from work all the time?
A lot of time, yeah. This is the first time I had this dude. So he picks me up. So I'm talking a little bit. He goes, "Oh, you going to work?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man, you gotta work to live, live to work." I'm like, "Yep."
Oh no.
Well, and the
A
funny thing,
plus small talk.
the funny thing was, like, the Lyft app tells me, it's like, "Hey, your driver might be deaf or hard of hearing. Would you like to learn the sign language for thank you and hello?" Like, okay. Dude was chatting away. There's no chance he was deaf or hard of hearing. Like, we were having a totally fine conversation. There was no indication that this was the case.
Or maybe he just didn't hear anything you said. He was just good at.
It's entirely possible. So dude was, we were talking, he's like, works at a Chinese restaurant. He's like, I gotta keep working. He's like, work there 5 days a week, 9 hours a day. He's like, I do this the rest of the time. He's like, I gotta make the money. I'm like, yeah. He's like, can't pay your bills. No one cares. Yep. It's like,
They're telling me that this guy's got 2 jobs.
Yep.
This guy's got 2 jobs to support himself because he understands the value of hard work.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's like, they and I can't remember. We got someone I was talking about getting sick, and he's like, "Yeah, you really can't afford to get sick." And he's like, you get sick, you can't pay your bills. And he's like, I recently had I had to go to the doctor because I got sick. And he's like, well, a little while ago my sister died, and I'm like, oh, sorry to hear that. And he goes, no, it's fine, it happens. He's
Fucking
like,
bitch.
He's like, rich or poor, we all go out the same way. And I'm like, yep.
Holy shit, this guy.
That's true.
What did you say?
Rich or poor, we all go out the same way.
All right.
Like, okay. So he's like, yeah, so my sister died, so I was real sad for a while, so I was taking, pills for my depression. It kept I kept getting sick. So I just stopped taking them. He's like, I don't get sick anymore. And my wife, well, she's not. We're getting divorced soon. She always keeps saying,
God.
well, why aren't you taking your pills? And I said, why are you taking yours? You're always getting sick.
Oh no.
Like, yeah. And then he goes, next time you really get sick, what you do is you just squeeze some lemons in your eyes. And it's like, I know it sounds insane, but it works. You squeeze some lemons in your eyes, everything comes out of you.
What?
And then you just take 2 Tylenol and you go to sleep. Because then you feel great.
Everything comes out of you.
Yep.
Because you're
Like
just like,
boogers
oh my
and
god,
snot.
I have lemon juice in my eyes. And you just scream everything out of you.
So yeah,
What the fucking hell?
it was. So
Well.
needless to say, that dude got a 5-star review and a $5 tip.
Well, I did try this potato diet, so maybe I'll try this lemon juice in the eye thing.
Yeah, next time you get sick, just squeeze some lemons in your eyes, take 2 Tylenol, and go to sleep.
Well, I mean, what's the definition of sick here,
That's
I don't know.
true.
Check the Snills document.
Does it work for, like, bipolar disorder, or
I think it was just for a cold.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
not
yeah,
like
no,
ailments only.
No, he said if you're like depressed, you should just exercise and go to work for 9
What
hours
about,
a day,
like-
and you'll be fine.
okay, so like, do you put the lemon juice on different body parts? If
No,
it's-
just your eyes.
so like say I have hyperhidrosis,
No, you just
I'd put it in my
just
eyes.
Take 2 lemons and squeeze it in your eye.
Okay, not in my armpits because
No,
I
not in your
have
armpits.
I sweat too much.
Exclusively your eyes.
I sweat too much, so I cannot drive a lift like this gentleman does.
No, definitely can't. No,
So
that dude
the-
ruled. Like,
okay. I was just
I
gonna
especially-
ask, the $5 tip and the 5 stars, was that because he was entertainment, he was a good dude, and it was an interesting trip, or like this dude fucking scares me.
No. I was not scared of this guy. Like he was like insane, but like he was a nice kind of insane. Like it was one of those things where I'm like, this is a good conversation I had. I have never had this conversation with anyone else, and you seem like you could probably use the money.
Yeah, you forget that great conversation we had with Jafar.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Jafar looking ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you could all fit in the car, you fucking dildo.
God, that fucking guy. That's a hell of an adventure, Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, and then on Sunday I beat Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Cool.
That was a good-ass game, you guys.
You're living the
Now
dream, man.
Yeah, no, it's been a good 2 weeks. It's been a pretty good 2 weeks.
Fucking A. So what you, Jose? What kept you from a prompt arrival today?
Canceled my flight. I was supposed to get in at 4. Ended up getting in a little after 9.
That's not too bad for a canceled flight. Like,
yeah, that's not too bad.
Usually
at all.
we have delays that are 5 hours long.
Well, they said, well, we canceled your flight, but we moved you to this flight. But if you jump on this flight we just moved you to, by the time you get to where you're going, you're going to miss your connecting flight.
Oh.
But here's this flight anyways.
Well, that's not really solving a problem at all.
Nah, so we just had to switch it all together, leave a little later, get in a little later.
That stinks. Yeah, the airports have been having a hell of a time.
But fuck, man. Goddamn sardines on that motherfucker. They pack them in.
Well, like, how can you pack them in more than there's already chairs?
It just felt like a more cramped situation.
Because of the delays and everybody's stressed.
No, because the fucking plane just felt cramped as fuck.
Well,
Like,
I'm
it was
saying,
not
like,
comfy.
it might add to the feeling that it's more cramped than it is, or than usual, just with everything happening. Because, everybody in the airports were miserable. Everybody's fucking flights are getting canceled. You were coming from Chicago?
No, California.
Ah. Ooh.
No side of the party. So that sucked. But bright side, swept up some hair. I mean, I'm here.
Nice.
Fuck me, man. So home for a week. Gonna try to see Miss Marvel.
Captain
Still
Marvel.
haven't-
Captain Marvel. She didn't go to 8 years of captain school to be called Miss, sir.
Excuse me. Captain Marvel. Sergeant Marvel. Lieutenant Dan Marvel. And then just living
life.
Living life, man. Trying to win some medals up in this bitch.
I was saying, because we didn't know if you were going to make it or not, and you still hadn't picked your guy for this week. I was telling them, I was like, man, if he doesn't come on the show, or if he doesn't submit his argument, like, he hasn't even picked his guy. Like, he's in medal contention. I don't know what's going to happen. So good to see you make it, and that Sub-Zero is fucking ready to rock and roll.
He was like, fuck that guy. And I'm like, nice.
I did not.
That is aggressive. Why are you saying this?
I said no such thing. I even said, I was like, I reminded him. I said, pick your guy. Pick your guy, just call in your voicemail, send in your email, whatever you got to do.
Well, at first I thought I was coming in at 12 because it looked like that was going to be the only thing we could get on.
Yeah.
And then the fucking app was, I don't know.
Oh, shit. The new Super Smash Brothers update comes tomorrow.
It sure does, Kelly.
Holy fuck. Lee, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you would know. If anyone would know, it'd be you.
They only announced it 2 hours ago.
Yeah, you got Twitter. I'm sorry.
My phone was charging.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry.
Lee, if I had known, I would have mentioned this already.
I'm very sorry. What happened again, Kelly? I'm sorry.
Hell yeah. All this Persona shit looks awesome.
Very sorry.
Oh shit, there's new amiibos coming on July 26th?
Oh man.
Fuck yeah. I got 3 new ones the other day.
Love when there's new shit to come on.
Oh, speaking of
No. Why? Speaking of,
that picture, was it in the podcast thread that you shared that, Kelly?
Oh yeah, the one I sent to you guys from Facebook.
Yeah, set that up.
Oh, so there's a dude. So one of the memes pages I follow is like weird 3D memes, and it was a meme of it was like a picture of a jar, and inside the jar was a My Little Pony, and like up to the pony's knees was just some liquid that almost looked
brown viscous liquid.
Yeah, like
looked as though it was almost a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Don't ruin creme brulee for me, please.
It's not a creme brulee though. It's just
It's not. Jose, it's not creme brulee. It's cum.
I know it's not, but don't make me think of this when I eat creme brulee. I
Well,
love creme brulee.
No, stop doing it. Stop talking
You're
about
the
it.
one making it
You're
worse.
making it worse.
Hang on, let me find the exact message that the guy posted, because I don't want to get what the man said
It's
wrong.
almost like a khaki color, whatever this viscous liquid is.
Oh, I like khakis too.
All right, just imagine that your legs are covered in semen.
So yeah, basically, this guy was.
Okay, I found the post. It's loading.
Okay. Loading.
The post says, "I come before you today to reveal a horrible accident to the Pony Cum Jar Project.
Project.
The place where I was hiding my cum jar was actually on top of a kind of radiator that was connected to our furnace. Basically, the Rainbow Dash figure has been boiled in cum. It's brown now."
Ugh.
It's
And there is a lot to unpack in every bit of that.
yeah, it's horrifying.
And this was originally posted on Reddit?
Yeah, I think so.
So some fucking Reddit weirdo was like, "You guys, I have an amazing idea for a project. I'm going to keep you abreast of updates." And then it went and then from there it went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The project was a failure.
Right.
Well, and then I asked you guys, have you ever seen the Reddit post about the guy's cum box?
Oh, did you?
I thought that was it.
I think I missed that
No.
part.
That was an entirely different post.
I thought that was God.
No, that was a different guy. So the Reddit thread was like an Ask Reddit thing, and it said, throwaway time, what's your secret that could literally ruin your life if it came out? And like the first thing is a guy just talking about a cum box, and someone goes, "Elaborate on this cum box, please."
Yes, please.
And he goes, "Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least it once was. And whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I have had it for 2 or 3 years now, so it has a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that it simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up.
Oh my god.
It
And then,
turns
so what
out
did you
burning
do?
Cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with the deodorant body spray just to get rid of the old smell of the burnt cum away.
No.
It also has some drenched papers stuck to it. That's pretty much it.
What?
And then it says, because people are asking, and then he links to a picture of it.
No.
Edit 2. A lot of people are asking me why. Well, I'm apparently a rather disturbed individual, but it kind of just happened. Bought new shoes and needed some place to come, used the box. It just escalated from there, kept using it each time telling myself I would throw it out soon. Never did. 2 or 3 years later, I still have it. It wasn't planned or anything, it just happened.
Well, I mean, at least he's
edit
doing something
4.
productive instead of shooting up a movie theater, so there's that.
Edit 4. I often get PM'd about updates the current status of the box, generally a few a week, so I might as well update this post if anyone even gets linked here anymore. Current status. I have created life. Mold has begun to grow in the box and taken over a fair amount.
I'm having a real hard time with this, you guys.
Smells a bit worse, mainly due to the damper apartment, so it does not dry as fast.
Why is this apartment damper?
Hence the reason why the mold has begun.
He moved and took it with him.
He links to a new picture. I will never be rid of my need for it. I hate and love the box just as I hate and love myself.
Oh, man. But you know what? You know what? I bet that guy's got a job. I'll bet that creepy motherfucker is gainfully employed and is clearly mentally ill.
Oh, and then if you scroll down, someone said there's a 4chaner user who posts pictures of gallon bottles he fills with cum every year.
What the fuck is wrong with people, you guys? Like, remember when jerking it was just enough?
Jose, do you want me to send you a picture of the cum box?
I think I saw it.
Do you want the one with or without mold?
Or the one that doesn't look like creme brulee?
Think about the mold though. Like that's like an interesting concept. What
do you want to see the mold, Knize?
What if the mold?
No, I really don't.
What if the mold bonded to the semen and created new life somehow?
At what point does it? Like,
Jesus Christ, it's
life?
Gross. Lee, you gotta look at this picture.
I don't want to look at that picture.
Lee, you gotta look at this picture.
God fucking damn it.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, those new amiibos are cute.
They really are.
Look at the
You know how many
jeans on
people
Ash.
just said that right before they.
All right, Lee, you gotta look at
Oh,
this
God
picture.
damn it. That is one of the worst things I've ever. Did you know I was stabbed once? I got stabbed one time. This is more upsetting than the time I got stabbed. Like, holy shit.
Oh, interesting.
No, not interesting. Jesus.
Huh.
Cannot believe we got demonetized.
Demonetize that,
Again.
you Google ass motherfuckers.
Fucking baffling.
You Google ass bitch. This is just the internet, though.
Yeah.
What?
See, I was expecting
What's
more.
wrong with people?
I was
Tell me
expecting
the box.
more volume in this for some reason. It's
I think
mostly
for 3 years, you'd kind of assume so.
it's mostly mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's at some point it survived a fire.
That's true. He did. Yeah, he did try and. You can see like the ash, or like the burnt parts.
That's fucked up, you guys.
This is some shit that they would find in a house on Hoarders,
Yeah.
and they would have to tell the story.
Oh, I just kept all my cum in the box because I didn't want to give it to anybody.
That's right. Somebody might need this.
Oh, that is real upsetting.
That's fantastic.
That is real upsetting.
But I would say because that just looks like trash.
Really? You think so?
I feel like
Not really checking any boxes on your keepsake checklist?
I feel like the My Little Pony in the jar is more disgusting
Yeah.
because of the volume and that it got boiled.
It's all
Yeah.
bad.
No, it's all bad. But just like as something like I would have
I have a
nightmares.
real hard time talking about Goofy trying to ski. After this fucking nightmare, we just pulled up.
How long do you think that Goofy would keep his cum box? Gosh, I just couldn't bring myself to throw it away. I didn't plan to do it. I just kept coming in the box.
Now, Goofy would be one where he jerks it and he comes, but like he loses track of it, like in Something About Mary. Like he's just shooting loads all over the place and doesn't realize it.
There it is.
There it is.
We're gonna get
Everywhere.
flagged now.
Fucking
Jesus Christ.
come for us, Google.
Disney, you want this money? Come get our Cumbox money.
Oh boy.
Oh, everything about what happened here is sad.
So, how about some Pop Winter games?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Sure.
Let the games begin.
I don't even care anymore. Fucked up. God damn it. All right, this is it, man. The semifinal week. Game 8 Nordic combined. The medals are decided for cross-country skiing, with racers setting off based on their performance in ski jumping. We're talking about jumps. We're talking about distance. It's all skiing shit. Representing the Hearts Kingdom, we got Donald Duck.
Ah, shit. Sorry.
There is no shit. Fuck that up. Sorry. I thought we had there it is. I thought we had that. 3 times. From the center of the earth, Batman.
I'm Batman-ing.
From Mo to Nui, Iron Man.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
From the south side of Wakanda, Frozone.
You tell me what my suit is, woman!
From Sweden, Brock Sampson.
I gotta go take care of something.
From Denotopia, we got Rogue.
You know what happens when I touch somebody. You want to end up in the hospital?
From Hoth, Goofy.
Just coming everywhere.
Oh, ruined forever. From the Bushwood Country Club, Race Bannon.
Now that's a cue if ever I heard one.
And lastly, representing Zion, we got Sub-Zero.
I seek a worthy combatant.
Oh, fuck, I need the score sheet. Shit, not that we're talking.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. This one I feel like is... this is fucking open and shut, you guys. Because, yes, we got Frozone.
Thank you.
Obviously, a favorite for the event. We got Sub-Zero. Motherfucker made a career out of sliding on ice. Kneecapping bitches the whole way down. He knows what's up, for sure.
Correct, sir.
But these guys, both these gentlemen, everyone in the game this week is limited to gravity and inertia. Whereas your boy Tony Stark has come equipped with a specially designed A+ suit specifically for this event. We're talking AI assisted navigation. We're talking about complex trajectories. Like, no one's going to jump better than him. No one's going to be faster than him. No one's going to have better style than him. It's fucking Iron Man. The man's all about style. Speed, style, accuracy, agility, grace. A dope fucking spectacle of a show for anyone lucky enough to be around as he's putting on this display. It's an obvious 10 out of 10 for Tony Stark. I can see the rest of my time.
Just playing AC/DC the entire time.
Goddamn right, playing AC/DC the entire time. Fucking playing AC/DC the entire time with drone bots flying around to broadcast it from multiple angles on the live stream he set up just for the fuck of it.
Style.
All in VR as well. Yeah, fucking the VR headsets too. Because, why not? That's a thing ripped right out of the comic books, nerds. That's happening right now.
Is it for real?
Yeah, it's a real dumb story.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's not very good at all.
Points
I
off
can't
for
wait for it
that,
to be
man.
over. Cannot wait for it to be over.
It feels like it's been going on for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's like my junior year of high school. It's been going on a very
Yeah.
long time. Terrible. So what you got, Knize?
Well, I mean,
Fucking
I always
gravity victim ass bitch.
Yeah, I always love it when you guys give Frozone props where it's deserved. I love it when you take time out of your busy schedule to say Frozone's name because he's great. At
this point, it's kind of undeniable.
He was probably my 3rd draft pick, and he's really kind of been hanging in there for me. So I will concede Iron Man, Batman, and Rogue have the edge when it comes to ski jumping because of rocket boots, wings, and the ability to fly, respectively. but no one can match Frozone when it comes to cross-country skiing. Whatever deficit Frozone has to make up, he will, thanks to his superhuman abilities related to snow, ice, and skiing. Frozone is the top skier in the competition, as we've seen in previous events. A gold medal winner, and he will once again take the podium in this final event to secure Wakanda's top spot in this PoP Winter Games.
Taking the podium. Fucking, all right. Big talk. Especially since the last movie I saw, Frozone in, he couldn't fucking walk.
Are you thinking of fucking War Machine?
No, fucking Unbreakable. Real quick, sidebar.
Yes, yeah, I have a sidebar as well. You first.
Talking about Unbreakable. I mean this with all sincerity. The hardest, and I mean the hardest I have ever seen my stepfather laugh was when we were watching Unbreakable.
What?
Like, I've, to this day, never seen him laugh as much. Then it's in the final scene of the movie where David Dunn goes to see Elijah. And he's like, oh, great, I'm glad you're here. You know, let me take you back into my office. And they kind of go through the fucking spot. And he's got 2 ramps in the place. He just to slide down because, you know, the man spends a lot of time in and out of wheelchairs because of his condition. So he just slides down these ramps to his office. That's it.
It is pretty fun when he slides down those ramps.
He laughed until we had to pause the VHS tape because he was laughing so hard he could not fucking breathe. And that's all. It was just the he lost his fucking mind, you guys. Like it was some shit I had never seen before, never seen since, and it was unsettling. Crazy.
So my sidebar is the one of the next times we do a PoP fantasy sports, we should pick where we have to pick teams. We should pick teams of characters played by the same actor.
Ooh,
so
I like that.
Like a Frozone, Mr. Glass, and Jules.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or probably Nick Fury would be better than Mr. Glass, but
yeah, he would not do well in a sporting event.
Is the event breaking your leg in 9 places? Because I will win the gold medal.
Zero, if you're listening to this, what we should do next, you're an anime nerd. You've seen this shit. We need to do a dark tournament. We each pick 5 people and make them fight. 5-on-5 battles.
Just fucking shirts and skins, just go.
Yup.
Ha! Zero in the chat says, Knize. Fuck you. He said that was going to be a surprise.
Love it. Fucking great.
We could still do that idea, but with the dark tournament.
Well, like, what do you mean they fight?
They fucking fight.
Like, your 5 guys fight each other, or we fight?
No, my 5 guys fights your 5
Oh,
guys.
we absolutely have to do, like, a fucking Mortal Kombat style tournament.
Straight up Kumite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hand to hand, just fucking fight.
Yeah.
I like it. What you got for this one, Kelly?
I got Batman. It's in the bag.
Why?
A lot of confidence going into this one. I like it.
He's fucking Batman. You think he can't ski real good? He can fucking ski real good.
He could probably ski really well.
He can definitely ski really well.
But can he ski better than a dude who has skis in his costume and has snow powers?
I mean, he's going to have skis in his costume for sure.
Well, Batman will, sure.
You ever seen Batman do something he's not good at?
Love.
No. I'm not saying have parents.
Oh, God.
That's true.
I'm not saying he's not going to be good at it, but is he going to be the best in this event?
Well, we're in the elite realm now, so like good's not going to be fucking good enough to cut it.
Yeah.
This is Batman we're talking about. All he needs is like prep time and the infinite amount of money he has.
Okay, and that's what Tony Stark has.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's got a fucking rocket strap to his ass too.
I I don't know. You really think Iron Man would be better than Batman at anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Fuck,
Especially
bitches get
love.
money.
Iron Man's too drunk for that.
He's got this shit under control now.
Does he?
He does.
Does he?
The fucking VR Iron Man doesn't. Dumbass story. Dumbass story.
See? Exactly.
All right. What
And
you
if
got,
we're going by Matrix logic, this is VR world.
Ah.
So Tony Stark is all getting sauced up because his mom's confusing him.
It's a really dumb comic book, you guys.
Oh my god.
It's a real bad story.
Yeah, it's real dumb.
What you got, Jose?
I got the man who slides and glides, Sub-Zero,
Ooh.
coming down this little slope on his little. The man makes ice with his hands. You should see what he does with ice cream. The man's fucking amazing.
Like, oh, shit, where'd the sprinkles come from?
So he's coming down. Now, I do. Frozone, I think the long run, Frozone's got him, but he's gonna have a nice little head start. But
See, I don't know. I think they'd probably be pretty even off of the jump.
I don't know. I feel like Frozone is definitely more for maneuverability, and like I feel like Frozone would generally be more graceful than Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't need Grace to go far.
Yeah, but it's like, but as far as the jumps and shit
Okay.
like that, like, no.
Well, you just make the one long one, right? And then you fucking haul ass.
Yeah, there's a ski jump. Whoever is farthest gets the first head start, and then it's cross country skiing.
So wait, are we all doing this at the same time?
No, not a one big long ramp thing.
Well, I believe we're all doing the ski jump individually, and then I believe the cross country skiing is all at the same time, but staggered depending on how far your ski jump was.
Right.
So yeah.
See, this is why people need to just punch each other, because that we know how that works.
Well, this was a lot easier to figure out than the speed skating.
True.
Yeah, everyone played by their own rules in that one. That was some real catch as cats can shit right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So Jose, why is Sub-Zero good at the ski jump?
Because he's talented and good at everything. He does.
That's the Batman defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on another level with his discipline. So he's able to hone his chi and jump from the farthest depths of within himself to push the boundaries of how far a man can jump.
Do you
I was able to hit
believe
that vape pen tonight.
Do you believe ice can fly?
We're really
It's been
good.
a long day, y'all. It's been a very long day.
God damn it. I love it. I love it. All right, to the emails. Vetter writes in. Long shots luck has nothing on Goofy. Skiers except for the cross-country portion based on their ski jumps. Let's see how far old Goof jumped. And he links us to a YouTube video, the title of which, in case you wanted to watch it,
Is Goofy ski jump?
Goofy ski jump. And the man's
Goofy,
right.
Goofy comes on everything.
Yeah, and it is that. Your boy flies, misses completely, and eventually, lands in his bed, essentially, is the gag.
That's a
He
great
says, yes, that's right. In case you can't see the video, Goofy just jumped over several mountains and landed in his own bed miles and miles away. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective, and will surely land him in the starter position for the cross-country by a huge margin. Stamina is a big factor for this part. Nobody will concern with much stamina as Goofy when he undoubtedly rolls himself into a giant ball of snow, bulldozing and blistering through the course. Also, this has multiple skiers competing at once. Racers will be distracted by Goofy's presence. knowing they want to avoid getting close to him at all costs. Getting in close proximity will only spell disaster for you. Goofy's in their minds before this starts. Meanwhile, he is carefree and awkwardly crossing the finish line ahead of the pack. That is a well-reasoned, well-thought-out argument.
I feel if he...
It's fucking bullshit.
I feel if he lands in his bed, that's got to be some sort of out of bounds.
For sure. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, so I think that's a disqualification if he lands in his bed. Now, if the argument is just that he, will be able to get a long start, a good head start, then that may be true, but I don't know. He's not known for his... Granted, remember, in this clip, he's not shooting for his bed. Like, he's trying to stay on the course and do the ski jump. So, while it's lucky he didn't end up horribly maimed and disfigured from this accident, it didn't really help him in the course of the event in hand. So, I don't know.
Yeah, in the rules of ski jumping, only valid jumps in which the jumper successfully lands without touching the ground with their hands are counted.
If you jump on a ski and touch the ground with your hand, you're going to break your fucking wrist. Don't do that, you guys. It's a bad idea. Goofy or not, you're not going to want to touch the ground after a ski jump with your hands. Bad news. All right, okay. Solid. So that is a very solid logic. Vetter like it.
Vetter comes correct with his
He
arguments.
always comes correct, for sure, except when he tries to make a dog curl. Poor dog. Poor dog. Juggalo John writes in, with the ski jump portion, points scoring, changing the starting order of competitors in the cross-country portion, every point behind the leader is 4 seconds to your cross-country start time. Brock Sampson has decided it was time to level the playing field for this match and dip into some of Ventec Super Science, Power Skis, Super Ski Wax, anything that he can find laying around in the Ventec Tower. Jonas Jr. stuff, not rescue stuff. Then Brock's crazy skilled personality gets him to rocket himself on that ramp with fearless abandonment. So far in these games, Brock has silvered the end of the event at a cross-country skiing, and again, this time, Brock would be getting his hand on Ventec equipment. This should close some of the gaps between some of the more well-equipped competitors. And then with Brock's drive and insane relentlessness will power him to the finish line. Best of luck, gang. Juggalo John. Solid.
Brock,
I like the idea of Brock hitting the Ventec stuff. That's a pretty good idea. That's solid.
But I have qualms with that because, the rules are you get to show up with shit you would usually have. Brock, in general, is just his fucking shoes, his pants, his shirt, and that fucking big honking ass knife. Now, Iron Man is a little different because that motherfucker comes out with new suits out of his butthole. So the new suit isn't a huge deal. I don't know if I'm super keen on all this extra tech. And also, Brock medaled in the biathlon because of his strength in target shooting, not because of his superior skiing ability. I think that put him over
the fucking callback data.
I'm not in this to fucking not win medals. But again, Juggalo John comes correct with fucking arguments every single time and creative. I just don't see Brock Sampson, even with all the fucking venture tech he can pack on him, to
you mentioned in the chat that we let Acme products slide.
But see, Acme products are more of a Wile E. Coyote always has that shit on him. That's his fucking gimmick. That's his superpower. Like, if you can't show up with... Okay, well, we weren't doing Wile E. Coyote. We were doing Bugs Bunny, which is, same deal.
Yeah, they always have that catalog on them.
I still say it is a strong argument, but even with all that shit, you're not matching Iron Man as far as tech goes.
And again, even if he had all that stuff, you wouldn't be as familiar with it as someone like an Iron Man or whatever bat gadgets Batman brings. He's gonna fucking know those shits inside and out. But Juggalo John, God damn it, I love the commitment that John and Vetter and some of the other fucking cats put into it, man. Because it's fucking John explained the rules better than any of us.
Yeah.
Put in the time. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and please don't feel like I'm fucking picking on you because I am not.
I think Brock's a serious contender.
I'm not.
For sure.
But he is just a dude, a fucking beef slapper of a dude.
Captain Beef Slapper.
Such a beef slapper.
Tis still a bro. Tis only nothing but a bro.
He's Brock fucking Sampson.
Brock. Goddamn Sampson.
I would want to see Brock in like a PoP tough man competition. Like the fucking toughest dude in PoP fantasy sports.
That would actually be kind of great.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I ever saw in one of those tough man competitions. It was just like, all right, fellas, each of you is going to grab a car battery and hold it out in front of you as long as you can. Like, fucking hell. Just these big beefy boys holding car batteries. Fucking nuts. All right. And then, Shark writes in, hey, don't know if I wrote in last week. Race Bannon would do well in the Nordic. He's got skills to ski between bad guys. He jumped off high cliffs. He kept people safe. Race is literally his name, meaning he is super fast. Good on skis, bad with the women. Thanks, Matt.
That's dumb enough to sell me.
Can I get that one again? Because that was so brief. Let's hear that again.
Very brief. I'll go back to it. Got to bring it back up. Hang on. What the fuck is this? 2001 loading? Jesus Christ. Here we go. Race Bannon would do well in the Nordic. He's got skills to ski between bad guys. He's jumped off high cliffs. He's kept people safe. Race is literally his name, meaning he is super fast. Good
good argument.
Yeah.
You
met my friend Big Dick McGee. Good on skis, bad with the women. All right.
Did we not get entries from Coach Cat or Coach Juan?
I believe that is all.
Aww.
That's all we got for now. That's all we got.
That's a bummer.
But again, having just finished the Kingdom Hearts, man, like those motherfuckers, your downhill events, those Kingdom Hearts guys could do well in.
Why?
There's a whole fucking mini game about downhill skiing essentially in this last fucking game. It's a pain in the ass. I do it like 12 times.
Well, obviously they're not very good at it then.
Oh, I had to do it 12 times because I was looking to get all the fucking hidden treasures and shit like that. If I was going purely for speed, I would have done this.
Then would they just be distracted with trying to get treasures?
Exactly.
They probably would be like, oh shit, what's over here in this cave?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a secret gem or some shit.
Exactly. Rogue, like I give Rogue props because Rogue's got that super strength and flying. So the ski jump is going to be she might I would put her probably neck and neck with fucking Iron Man as far as distance goes. No, distance on the ski jump. But then once you get her on skis, she has to ski. She can't fly. So
I dig it.
Donald Duck is a fucking Nazi too. So let's not forget that we have audio.
Like he's gonna have a real hard time running for office after this show, you guys.
They banned Germany from the Olympics in the 40s, in case you don't remember. So, all right, so we want to tabulate our scores and come back.
Get the scores, do it.
Our little Popcast Classic break today is from after Jose and I saw The Expendables, and the bit is entitled Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, Best Friends.
I love it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
This ain't my couch, man. And then Stallone goes, well, Tango! Anyone else, you want to be my best friend? Me, Jason Statham, we're going to shoot it up. It's Tango.
All right.
Here's your correct. Do it on my plate, and then we're going to get Mickey Rourke to finish all of our tattoos. He's very quick. He can go quick like a minute.
I think 11th Hour Stallone needs to be a new weekly segment.
Jesus Christ.
You want to tango in the elevator? Me and Jason Statham, we're going to the top floor. You want to go? I'm in trouble.
Oh my God. I'm going to get a picnic basket. No.
It really should be called Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham are best friends.
Jason Statham, you want to be best friends? Right now.
No, I had
We can dance in the back.
Mickey Rourke was good too, but Mickey Rourke was just playing Mickey Rourke smoking a Gandalf pipe.
Thank you for the tattoo. Jason Statham. Where's your popcorn?
Oh my god.
You want to tango on this one?
Such fantastic audio quality on that.
I am taken aback by how bad every part of that sounded.
But like,
how
it's
does
still
Fairbox sound the best?
Who knows?
Fucking crazy.
But you remember, like, for those first fucking, I don't know, 250, 300 episodes, we were on the shittiest internet in the world.
Oh, yeah, you were.
And I was fucking running things. Things sound a lot better these days.
They really do.
Sure do.
We gotta get Kelly a new setup, though. We need to get you working on like a better laptop and a new mic, and then we'll fucking sound tight.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what I need to connect my mic to my laptop.
Well, isn't your laptop a little low power too? Kind of old?
No, my laptop's pretty good.
Oh, so we just have to get a mic for your laptop then.
Well, no, I have a mic. I just need to figure out how to connect it.
I feel like we can make this happen.
Yeah, I
just need the cords. I don't know what cord to get.
All right, we're gonna work it out. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and maybe pull out when you get a chance. Pull that mic out and maybe take a bunch of pictures of it and send it to us.
All right.
We can figure this out.
Yeah, we're gonna be good. It's gonna be cool.
Could you imagine?
Oh man, we'll be fucking unstoppable. By the way, speaking of the show and in general things like that, fucking big ups to everybody listening on the Spotify's, man, because that's been fucking, yeah, we're hitting downloads and streams that we haven't hit in a very long time, and I'm very excited about it. So people are a lot of new folks listening, and I love that. Appreciate that.
If you
So
listen
let us
on,
know who you are, man.
Yeah, if you listen on Spotify, let us know. If you listen, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know
If you're out there.
Yeah, let us know how you listen. Like,
hello.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, how'd you find us?
Yeah. So, shoot us an email, man. Popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Hit us up on the Twitter, Panels on Pages. Fucking drop us a comment on the YouTube. Just not burning up the charts on the YouTubes yet, but we're working on it.
We literally read every comment on our YouTube. So if you leave a comment, we will leave a fucking favorite of it. We
Damn
read
right.
every single tweet. Maybe not every Facebook message.
Definitely not every Facebook message.
Especially if you keep trying to make us read your comic book.
Look, we're not gonna read your fucking comic book, Jim Mitchell. You fucking dildo.
Get him.
Oh, Lord.
But he was the
Disney
sinister...
isn't inflating the Captain Marvel numbers, you dumb bitch.
But he was the sinister minister, Kelly.
What did I say?
Oh my god.
Didn't I say John Mitchell?
No.
You think you said Jim?
It changes every week. Next
I
week is going to be
don't want
Johan.
to say mean things about our friend John Michaels, so my brain instantly goes to something else.
It doesn't change every week. Every week he calls him Jim Mitchell. Every fucking week.
I apologize, Sinister Minister.
If you have someone that you would like us to talk shit about on the podcast, send us
If you
an
got
email.
somebody you want Kelly to call out,
Yeah.
I'll
do
it.
Because Lee is not far off either.
No, not at all.
And
Not
you
at all.
know I'm not shy.
I had to be. I didn't even talk off a ledge this weekend from going ham on somebody. Basically, because my lovely wife, goddess that she is, she like see me fucking take the piss every once in a while, but she was like, "Hey, if you do this,
You're fucking it up for me, buddy.
I might not get to watch anymore." I'm like, "Fuck, you're right." Like, so don't do it. I'm like, "Fine." Never let me have any fun.
Listen, Christopher, you sweaty bitch. You get a job. You go get a fucking job. Stop complaining. You went to Star Wars Celebration.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Your dad abandoned you.
No, but
Maybe
for real,
just fucking buck up. Enjoy life and stop being such a bitch about. Go get a job.
And for real, like,
go fucking work at the Walgreens so then I can meet you outside and beat your head in with a fucking big old can of Arizona tea.
always with the Arizona tea, because those things are big. They're heavy. They chuck well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, I'm sweating.
No, but seriously, like, stop supporting these people and these GoFundMes.
It's not good.
Stop.
It's not good.
If you think I'm talking about you, I probably am.
And if not, then we're definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you gotta look around the room and you can't find that person,
it's you.
That person, you.
It's our little.
Where's the bronze? Oh, fucking Batman.
MDK.
Congratulations, Batman.
Look at Batman.
Yeah, it's a Batman.
Yeah, because it's Batman.
Number 2. Fucking with a bullet. Got Frozone.
Whoa.
Nice.
And then the only obvious choice with the gold medal is Tony Stark, the Batman.
Deserved, I would say.
Solid. Fucking solid.
So,
Me.
You know what that means?
Oh, shit. What does that mean, Knize?
That means Lee and Jose are tied.
Oh, is that what that means?
That's what that... Wait, no.
Oh,
no.
Fuck.
Sorry. Oops. I'm so sorry. I thought you had 6 points, but no, you have 5. Shark has 6 points. Shark could have tied Jose. So yeah, it's me and Jose in the finals.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm pretty sure that's the math.
I'll have 8 now.
You have 8 now?
Yeah, I had 5 to begin with. 3 more is 8.
Yeah. So you have 8. Bushwood didn't medal, so he has 6. Jose didn't medal, so he still has 9. And then I got a silver, so I got 14. But it's still me and Jose.
Fuck.
Sorry, Lee. I feel really bad for... I didn't do that on purpose to try and get your hopes up.
And yet...
Here we are.
You know... Try real hard, you guys. So yeah, fucking... I'm honestly, like, no bullshit. I cannot fucking believe Jose made it to the finals with his weird team.
Yeah, but it's Olympics. It's. I got guys that can do good shit.
No, I mean, no, it's obviously fucking, no fuckery afoot. We did it. I mean, so yeah, I get it, but it's just, if you would have asked me when we started this thing, I'm like, yeah, no, that's a weird fucking team. It's never gonna work.
Yeah, it's Matrix.
Fucking come correct with the logic, the arguments, guys.
Jose was a sleeper because he didn't get a gold until last week, and he was just kind of in the middle of the pack. And then that gold last week fucking locked it up. 2 bronzes and 2 silvers.
Yeah, it's no bullshit. It's a real deal.
Bronze as fuck.
Real deal, and that means that the finals. Ice hockey. Yeah. A fast physical team sport played over 3 20-minute periods. 2 teams face each other in the final game. So it's going to be the south side of Wakanda taking on Team Zion in the game of ice hockey. And that one...
And who's representing?
The whole team.
Everyone together.
3-on-3.
3-on-3 hockey. So you got to pick your fucking goalies. Got to pick... It's solid. It's going. Fucking Frozone v... Sub-Zero on the ice. That's some real shit. This, fuck it. I take it back. Let's all work the way it should work. This makes sense. I take it all back. This makes perfect sense. I was incorrect before. I apologize to everyone involved.
I may have a goalie for your ass.
Who's your goalie? So yeah, I would assume it's a goalie and then 2 skaters. So
yeah.
If I was gonna look at Jose's team, he's got Sub-Zero, Neo, and Trinity. Do you go with Sub-Zero because his power set is different than the other 2, and he can create fucking ice blocks to block the puck every so often? No, you would go with.
No, you go with the one.
Yeah, I'm saying if Neo can stop a bullet.
Yeah, you go with the one. If this motherfucker, if anyone's stopping a puck, it is the one. If anyone's reflexes on the ice could stop all the pucks,
fucking Jose just woke up.
It would be the one.
Why do you keep talking about Billy Gunn? He's not on your team.
See,
oh
but
my God.
I think Neo is your star skater.
No. Trinity is.
Save it for next week, gang. Save it for next week.
Oh, it's coming.
Gotta come correct.
Coming.
Next week.
Coming.
Filled up the box. It's a different kind of box.
You might not be surprised, but Donald Duck saying "Hail Hitler" is going to work its way into our sounders for the rest of the podcast. For the duration, it will become the Jose ESPN theme of Donald Duck saying "Hail Hitler."
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, so talk about comic books.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
So, didn't get a chance to talk about it because I hadn't read it yet, but I did go back and read, Kelly, the Detective 1000.
Okay.
There's some good shit in there, dude. I'm not lying.
There really is.
Like, like for something that size, you would imagine there'd be like more throwaway bullshit, but it was mostly very good. Really dug the Kevin Smith one with Jim Lee. I thought was really good. The Warren Ellis one was really good. It's all really good shit. I liked it a lot. But enough of that bullshit. As far as fucking last week goes, are you reading the Bucky miniseries, the Winter Soldier miniseries?
I am not. I didn't like the first issue. So
Man,
I didn't stick with it.
It's good. Phil Noto art, Higgins writing it. It ended really, really strongly, and it's essentially a vehicle to introduce this new character, which is fine. You know, it's kind of wish would have been more about Winter Soldier, but like, I like that it's set up kind of where Bucky is in his whole trying to rescue people thing. It's cool. I liked it a lot, and I'll fucking read anything Phil Noto draws. He's one of my faves.
Wasn't that I thought that was Rod Reyes doing that.
No, it's Phil Noto. Doing like this crazy oh no shit, it is Rod Reyes. I lied. Fuck. Why did I think it was Noto?
Huh. Was Noto doing the covers?
Maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I really thought it was Phil Noto up until moments ago. So I'm full of shit. What the fuck I'm talking about? Nothing I say makes any sense. Low 21 came out. Didn't read it yet. Not sure that I will, because I feel like Low 20 came out 6,000 years ago. And that's a damn shame, because it's a really fun book. No. Depends on how it works out. If it's kind of a new start, maybe. I don't know. We'll check it out.
I'm reading less and less Image books as they come out.
It's one of those things where, like, I guess I get it to a degree, but also, like, it's fucking serial media, man.
It's like I really want to support them as they're coming out, but it's like I want to read it in a timely manner.
Speaking of, how about Doomsday Clock getting pushed back 2 more months?
Yeah.
Nuts.
I always appreciate, because every Wednesday DC sends us emails with like product updates and stuff. Literally every week, Doomsday Clock gets pushed back a week.
It looks real good, but that's definitely one. You know what? Like, they should have seen this coming. Like, that's one that should not. Issue 1 should not have come out until issue 8 was drawn and in the can.
But here's the thing. I'm not laying the blame on Gary Frank anymore.
No?
I'm laying it on Jeff Johns.
Go on.
You know what other book is severely delayed?
What's that?
Shazam.
No shit.
Yes.
So maybe your boy just spread himself a little bit thin, perhaps.
Like, according to the schedule, there's going to be an issue of Doomsday Clock out before there's going to be an issue of Shazam out.
No joke.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm thinking this guy, he broke away from doing the monthly grind schedule, and now he can't hack it anymore.
On top of all his other jobs.
Yeah.
Man's got several jobs as well.
Well, he kind of cut back on that stuff to come back to writing comics.
What's his fucking excuse, man?
I think he just can't handle the schedule anymore. Like, I don't think he can keep up with that
and stretch that
crunch.
Muscle. That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
So, speaking of schedule and timing and events, I read this that Web of Venom Cult of Carnage, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because, it references the Carnage USA, or what the fuck was it called? The Carnage, whatever.
It's Carnage USA, and guess what's going for money now, Lee?
Oh, would that be Carnage USA?
Sure is. Speculators love that shit now.
Interesting. But what kind of bummed me out is that, like, they can't quite get straight, even in the course of, like, the pages of this issue, when that shit happened.
No, they cannot.
For starters, it was like a couple of months ago, Carnage took over this town, and I'm like, okay, look, I understand comics don't happen in real time, but that shit did not happen a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that was years ago at this point.
Yeah, that cannot have been a couple of months ago. But the first few pages, they reference that it happened a couple of months ago, and then they find a graveyard where all the graves for everyone who Carnage possessed at that time, the graves were dug up and their spines were ripped out, which is super fucking metal. But then they're like, yeah, an old man Jenkins, whatever the fuck, he died last year after blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, so did he die like mid-January and you're saying last year because you're being cute and he like died in December? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, no, this clearly happened years ago. And then I think they even referenced at some point in the issue that it happened like a couple of years ago. It's all over the fucking place. Like, it's just like someone should have been like, no.
Yeah.
But kind of like when with the War of the Realms, this upcoming kind of big Carnage event that they're doing, like it's gonna feel earned. Like they're doing the stuff that you want to do in comics, whereas like when when one of these big event things happen, it doesn't come out of fucking nowhere. Like you see it coming. It makes sense. Like I'm all for it. It's really well done. What else? Did not love Detective 1001, the Arkham Knight thing. Just kind of that didn't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, fine, but it's weird, especially seeing how it's gonna have nothing to do with Arkham Knight properly. It could have been anybody. Like, I don't know. It's strange. The most exciting thing about that was the ad in the back for the third part of the Batman Turtles crossover. So that's going to be fun. Still very much enjoying Captain Marvel. The new Captain Marvel book is pretty great. She has to fight Rogue in a battle arena thing. What the fuck am I looking for? Thunderdome. She had a Thunderdome Rogue, and it was kind of great.
See, Jose, that's how you put respect on a name.
That's right. Captain Marvel.
A Thunderdome with Rogue. That's pretty fucking cool. With their history. Is that still canon?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, she's like she's all fucked up just by seeing her fucks her up. She's like, yeah, like I know she's a hero now, but like I can't ever see her and not get shook. Is essentially kind of what it comes down to. And so there's been this dome, this energy dome is over like Hackensack, New Jersey or some shit, where the fuck they are. And inside the dome is the nuclear man, who's just all tall, Russian and misogynist as fuck. And he's captured all the men, and all the women are running around. He's trying to find the suitable bride. And he thinks it's either going to be Carol or Rogue. Whoever kills the other one, that's the one he's gonna sire a child with. It's all super fucking gross. But it's a rad story. Like, it looks great. It's very cool. I like the kind of ragtag team they put together. And it's been a lot of fun. And speaking of ragtag teams, let's talk about War of the Realms: Journey into Mystery number 1 of 5. I'm fucking here for it, you guys. Mostly because you get to see Murder Dog Thori talking to Spider-Man, and that's a good time because Thori the Murder Dog is one of the best characters from Marvel Comics.
Yeah, Thori rules.
So it's Balder and Spider-Man going off, and he gets these vague kind of descriptions of who he's going to have on his team, and he gets like kind of the also rans of everybody, which is kind of great. Like, it's pretty awesome. I love the weird team. And fucking, yeah, it kind of, I forgot all about the baby though. Like, when the hell did that happen?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Like, I had no fucking idea. Like, maybe it was in that Angela book nobody read? I don't know.
I think this is probably just introduced here.
Okay. I can get down with that because, like, I read all this Thor stuff. I had no fucking idea. Oh, and also Ares is back from hell. That's kind of great. Love that. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. That's all worth talking about. Oh, the Wonder Twins is pretty fucking solid. Thanks for turning me on to that one, Kelly. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fun book.
Yeah, Wonder Twins is pretty great. I love the shitty supervillains.
Yes.
Like, pretty fucking great, including the excellent villain named Amphetamine. She looks like an old lady with a pillbox hat. Her name is Amphetamine. It makes me laugh. Also, just the fact that Lex Luthor keeps these shitty supervillains on his payroll and knows they're shitty supervillains cracks me up. Like, comics can be silly and fun too, gang.
Sometimes you just need a couple Melvins around to take the heat.
Team of nothing but Melvins. It's
Sometimes you just need a Druncula there.
Poor Druncula. He had his chip and everything, and he got fucked up. It's not cool. Well, what else you got, Kelly?
I read the first 2 volumes of a manga called Wonderland, and that shit's kind of messed up.
All right.
So, it starts with just a girl waking up one day, and she's tiny.
Oh, that's
just
not great.
overnight, got turned small. And she discovers her parents are the same way, and so is everyone else in the area around her. Like, it's seemingly the entire town. And so, like, you know, her dog comes in, and she kind of gets on the dog's back and wanders around the house. And it seems all, like, nice and fun. And her parents are, like, come out of a closet, and they're like, you need to go. You need to run. And then the asshole cat shows up. And just starts ripping the parents apart. Just tossing them in the air, flinging them around, doing...
Yeah, that's fucked up. Giant dog could be your friend.
Yeah.
Giant cat is going to fuck you up in a second.
Oh, yeah. So giant cat kills her parents. Because it's just, having a good old cat time. And so she goes out in the world and discovers that everyone else in, like, her neighborhood is small, too. And it's kind of trying to figure out, why are they small? And at one point she gets some signal on her cell phone, is able to call her boyfriend, and he is like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I am normal size. Everything is fine around here. But there's this area of town, specifically where you live, that is blocked off, and people are wearing, like, radiation suits around it.
Huh. All right.
And then you're introduced to another girl who she meets named Alice, which is, where the name Wonderland comes from. Alice, who barely speaks Japanese, like, she has words every now and then, but it's mostly kind of just nonsense that comes out of her mouth. But it does seem as though she knows more than anyone else in this situation. At one point, they go to a mall, and there's just a bunch of dudes dressed up like the... I can't remember their names, but the guys who had the white face paint in Mad Max, Fury Road.
The War Boys?
Yes, the War Boys. There's just a bunch of War Boys in tiny remote control cars just riding around the mall being assholes to people.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then it turns out it was just people at the movie theater to see a showing of Mad Max Fury Road, who then got all hyped up on like paint fumes and stuff, and started acting like they're actually in Mad Max.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, Wonderland is it's a really good read. It's not what I thought it was going to be at all, just based on like the cover art and stuff, because you'd think, oh, it's just like an Alice in Wonderland book. No, it's weird tiny people book being murdered by cats. Oh, and birds. Fucking birds. Crows.
Oh, God, birds are shitheads.
Yeah, just crows come in and start ripping people apart, too.
Yeesh. Fucked up.
You let them birds free yet, Lee?
No, but it lives in Zoe's room now, so it's far less a problem for me. I'm kind of hoping, because Zoe's not very responsible, you see.
Oh, no.
I'm hoping that maybe she'll just she'll just forget to feed it. Maybe the bird problem will solve itself.
Maybe you sneak into Zoe's room, just take the food out of the bowl.
Oh
when
my
she does
God.
feed it.
Oh my God! Frame his daughter for murdering a bird.
It really is the perfect crime.
Teach her a life lesson.
Yep.
How can you somehow implicate Buster?
Oh, that's easy. I'll just wait till the slaves. I'll drop a bunch of feathers around him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to implicate Buster. I got 2 cats.
Super
There you go.
feather in his mouth.
And Buster seems like he's chilled out.
Blame one of the cats for not feeding the bird.
Oh, Buster is definitely my favorite of the pets at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
Buster was like,
fantastic.
"Oh no, we got a bird. Yeah, he loves me."
Like, Buster's a pain in the dick, but you know he doesn't fucking shit in a box, nor does he screech for literally hours. So yeah, me and Buster are cool now.
Oh shit! The Joker is going to be in Super Smash Bros.
Yep.
The whole Joker.
I assume that's Joker from Persona.
It sure is.
But I saw it trending on Twitter, and I was like, "Ooh, the Joker!" It's like
What you got,
Injustice.
Knize? That we're talking about?
Yeah, me and Mary went and saw Us yesterday, which was
God damn, I want to see it so bad. You
very
good?
cool, very fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not fun. You know, it's not necessarily
sure.
a fun, subject matter or anything. But real cool, and a lot of he's good, man. Like he's picking up kind of like where Shyamalan left off, I feel, as far as new horror, like auteur, like his shit
I
is
like it.
It's not just fucking like a $3 million wrote in a weekend Blumhouse movie. Like his shit is real good, and he's real good at it, and drops all kinds of cool Easter eggs, and
That's awesome.
It's without spoiling anything. There are some twists in it, but it's not really about figuring things out. It's not, you're not trying to figure out the twist the entire time. You just kind of go along for the ride. And once they do let you in on things, it brings up a lot of questions, but not questions that necessarily need to be answered either. Just kind of roll with it. I'm not saying there's plot holes, but Lupita's real good. Like, I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, not once as I was watching it did I think to myself, oh, they're doing some sort of split screen right now, because, even the trailers reveal that there's somehow they have doppelgangers. This family has doppelgangers.
Yeah, right.
And, you have scenes with the two characters on screen at the same time, but as you're watching it, you never even think that those two characters aren't in the same room at the same time.
That's so fucking
It's
cool.
seamless. So
That's so cool.
I would definitely recommend that. I was ready to hand in my NECA ambassador card this past week, because when I went like WrestleMania week, there was a space on the shelf for those Turtle 2-packs. Like, there was the price and empty space, but they weren't there yet. So I was thinking, okay, cool. Well, maybe they just haven't gotten them yet, but they're making space for them. came back this week, and that space and those price stickers are gone. And there
Really?
are still no turtles. So I'm like, I'm never gonna find these fucking turtles. And like, I was ready to just hand in my badge and my gun to my NECA police commissioner. But then Lee hooked it up, found the Michelangelo and Raphael 2-packs at a local Target. So I'm halfway there.
I had a
And
couple of each of those. So I wonder if I'll go back and maybe me buying them has triggered them to restock them. I don't know. I'll check back this weekend.
Who knows? I appreciate the help. There is a current coupon on the Target app, the Cartwheel shit, for I think it's $25 off a purchase of $100 of toys.
Oh.
And NECA apparently counts. So if I was able to find those other 2-packs, I'd be able to get them for 25% off, essentially.
Fucking, we checked out. Nicole's like, that shit was $100 and change.
Don't judge me, Nicole.
She's like, that's fucking crazy. I go, have you looked? I'm like, have you looked at them? Look at them. Tell me they're not worth it. She goes, you fucking nerds. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And the episode 9 trailer, which is pretty cool.
Haven't even watched it yet.
I'm mixed on that.
You said that. And
because like none of what I just watched in that trailer makes sense to what I saw in the second movie. And that really disturbs me that it feels like I'm missing a lot in between of a movie I just saw.
I see where you're coming from with that, but it's also a teaser, so they don't give away any of the plot, really.
Well, yeah, but they showed me this chick all of a sudden does fucking goddamn backflip spinnerets.
Yeah, but
with a speeder coming at her.
She was definitely showing some fucking powers in The Last Jedi.
That bitch wasn't doing that.
She wasn't doing flips over TIE fighters, but we also don't know how much time has passed between episode 8 and
enough
episode
to
9.
pretend episode 8 didn't happen.
But also, what if that scene comes towards the end of the movie? So this is the peak of her powers. We already know, we've established.
And you're showing me the end of a movie in a fucking teaser. And
We've established she has the Force. She is a Force user, and we have seen Force users jump and flip a shitload. So I don't know if it's completely out of the realm of possibility that she's gotten to that point in her training. She's just doing flips on the Millennium Falcon.
I felt backtracky.
Well, that you might be right, because they have said that they did not know what they were doing for this entire 3 movies.
How do you announce you're doing a trilogy and don't know what the trilogy's going to be?
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you have to have all 3 movies written, but you should at least have
your
the destination already known.
So who's talking shit about episode 8?
What do you mean talking shit?
Who's coming forward and telling you we didn't know the fuck we were doing?
No, what they're saying is because I think it was supposed to be a dude who did Jurassic World Colin Trevorrow was supposed to do episode 9, and then he dropped off, and they brought J.J. Abrams back, but J.J. Abrams isn't necessarily continuing everything that Rian Johnson put into The Last Jedi. So
fucking
it's very possible that maybe the whole bit about, the reveal about Rey's parents in The Last Jedi, maybe that doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Maybe
that probably doesn't stick.
What?
Maybe
that probably doesn't stick, and fucking
maybe Snoke dying. Yeah, maybe Snoke doesn't stick.
That's what I'm saying. It feels a lot like Darth Maul has robot legs.
I mean, they got a bad backlash off of The Last Jedi, so
yeah, but we all everyone saw it.
Yeah,
you can't pretend that we didn't see it.
But not a lot of people saw Solo, so they're looking at trends,
and that's bullshit because Solo's
great.
Definitely, I like Solo better than 2 or 8 or Whatever fucking number.
And I've always said the biggest problem with 8 is that you could cut out a chunk in the middle of it and the movie doesn't change.
Sure.
That's my only real beef with it is that. Like, I don't give a shit about Ray's parent, that whatever the fuck. I don't care. But it's like,
Well, then you won't mind them changing it back.
The entire Casino Planet side quest. If that's not in there, the movie is not impacted one bit, and that sucks. Like that's kind of shitty. It's needless. Yeah, you can't fucking go. No, you can't change.
I think they can change the reveal of Ray's parents because you can just explain it away as Kylo was just talking shit.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. You can do that all day. Yeah, but you can't be like, and also Snoke's alive. Now fuck off.
Well, sure you
Well,
can.
not that Snoke's alive, but Snoke was the Emperor.
But you can explain like Snoke should be some sort of Force ghost. You would think possibly.
True.
I would love it if Kylo Ren is just harassed by multiple Force ghosts every night. He's got Luke. He's got Snoke. He might have fucking Anakin talking shit to him. Maybe Yoda pops in every once in a while.
They're all playing poker, just heckling them.
Can they all like band together and make a Han Force ghost?
That's fucking funny.
Like a puppet? Like a Weekend at Bernie's?
No, just saying like because Han wasn't necessarily Force sensitive. He's their +1.
Or the Force ghosts are just walking around with his dead body Weekend at Bernie's them. I mean, whatever sticks,
Well, that is a cosplay I would like to see. I did watch some cell phone footage of the Mandalorian panel from Celebration.
Oh, yeah?
They showed like a little behind-the-scenes sizzle reel and then a scene, and it looks pretty fucking cool. But also, it definitely has some Rogue One vibes, which worries me because I didn't really like Rogue One.
But that's not real quick, 'cause I'm not like the world's biggest Star Wars guy.
Sure.
Like Star Wars is fine, but it's not necessarily my jam. So like, is Mandalorian like their race, or is it like those hunter type peoples? Like, what is a Mandalorian?
No, they're people that know how to play the mandolin.
Okay.
That's a really good question, Lee, and I don't want to answer it and be wrong, but I think it's more of like it's a warrior classification essentially. I think I don't know if there is a planet called Mandalore.
Yeah, like could a Wookiee be a Mandalorian?
I think it's more like Viking.
Okay.
Possibly, but I also could be wrong.
Yeah, I just never really knew that for sure.
But Mandalorian is going to be day 1 on Disney Plus.
Coming hard with that Disney Plus.
$6.99 a month.
Yeah, which at this point is like half of Netflix, which is kind of nice.
Or you can do a full year for, I think it was like $60 for a full year.
$69.99.
It is
nice.
Nice. It is a deal. All the day 1 stuff they were talking about, like, I might fucking cancel Netflix. I've got The Office on DVD now.
That's fucking funny.
You know what Disney doesn't have? Anime.
Not yet.
Disney gonna buy Funimation next.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna buy anime.
Oh man.
Awesome. All right, well, fucking. I think that's it. We got anything, Jose?
Just new haircutting techniques, but I'm gonna have to show you guys that. It's hard to explain.
You know what? I could stand to see a new haircutting technique. We'll talk later.
Okay, Zero in the chat says yes, Mandalore is a planet.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. Fucking nerds. I knew somebody would get me on that.
Yeah, a fictional people from the planet Mandalore.
All
but
right.
I also think my classification of like a Viking also works.
I like it.
It doesn't not work.
I knew somebody would be able to tell me. Love it. All right, man. So hit us up. Email us. PopCast@PanelsOnPages.com. Leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP. We're going to do the Pop AMA thing coming up. We got a couple of submissions for that already.
Oh, we got a couple. We got more than one.
I think so.
Nice.
I think we got one for sure. So yeah,
ask us anything.
Yeah, hit us up, man.
Anything.
Or we're doing the top sixes. We got all that stuff. We got
Zero
content to fill now when the games are over.
Zero sent us a couple wrestling related top sixes, or they were just pop topics, pop topics that we could turn into top sixes if we needed to. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. So hit us up.
And so next week we'll do the finals, the Olympics finals, and then Popcast after that is post Endgame.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to call our boy. We're gonna have to call our boy Jim Mitchell. Oh, birthday monthly.
Yeah, fucking next Tuesday is my actual birthday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
I was editing the last episode we did, or I was getting time codes or whatever for YouTube, and there was the part where we were talking about Lee's birthday, and I was like, "Oh, birthday month," and Lee was like, "No, I don't like that." No.
I don't like that.
That made me feel bad. I don't like it.
It makes me feel very dirty. That's some straight Becky shit right there. Becky celebrates her birthday month. I most certainly do not.
Oh, totally.
Oh, right. So yeah, I'm going to call it mostly because it's been a long show and because I got to pee real bad, you guys. That's the fun thing about
a long goddamn day.
Just drinking. I haven't eaten food in like 32 hours. I needed to pee real bad. Pretty serious. So yeah, for Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages, mewtwo.com/panelsonpages. We can hit it up. Yeah, night. Love you. Bye-bye. Because it's been a long show and because I got to pee real bad, you guys. That's the fun thing about
a long goddamn day.
Just drinking. I haven't eaten food in like 32 hours. I needed to pee real bad. Pretty serious. So yeah, for Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages, mewtwo.com/panelsonpages. We can hit it up. Yeah, night. Love you. Bye-bye.